Yo, 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 once again, we back. This with Just the Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
You know, we back for the 2024, man. We're Just the Messengers Mondays. You know, we back at it. Got my dog Drew Money on the boards, of course.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good. Feels good to be back, man. How y'all doing?
We good, man. We good. We back at it, man. Top of 2024, man. How y'all niggas feeling, man? We back, man.
Feels good to be back, man. It feels good to be back. You know, just to let the audience know. If you don't follow me on the socials, took a break because my sister lost her life a couple months ago. Actually happened November 1st. So yeah, man, just had to step back, reevaluate, get my mind right, get with family. She lost her life in a motorcycle accident. 25 years old, man. And it was so crazy because, a couple of months prior, if you follow the pod, we just talking about, the responsibilities as an older sibling. And, I was, speaking highly of my sisters, of course. And, all I can say really is, I was just glad that me and her last exchange, it wasn't nothing, we was at each other's heads. We was actually just tripping with each other and shit like that. So, 2023 definitely had some highs. Course, it definitely didn't end how I wanted at all. So, just want to say, RIP to my sister Tyler. Love you. Gonna miss you. Today's her birthday. So, happy 26th birthday, sis. So, definitely gonna miss you. Shit definitely ain't gonna be the same. But, I'm just glad our last exchange, we was laughing at each other. And, see you when I see you. That's really all I can really say, man. And, like I said on that episode, and I'm going to continue to say it, like, if you got somebody that you love, sibling, aunt, mother, father, y'all been at it, man. In the grand scheme, man, that shit don't mean nothing, man. And that shit don't mean nothing. Even if you feel like the other person is wrong, reach out. Reach out, bro. Reach out, because if you get that call, life is gonna flash before your eyes in terms of what y'all had going on, and you don't want your last exchange to be on some petty shit. You don't want it. So that's what's kind of been keeping my spirits up, is the fact that me and her didn't have that. You see what I'm saying? Me and her really was on good terms. She was doing well for herself. It would have ate me up more had we been on some bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't want your last exchange to be with your sibling on some shit that could have been avoided. Work it out. Work that shit out. Because time will forever to continue to move on, and life is unexpected, bro. Like, I would have never thought I would have got that phone call November 1st at 7 o'clock, and I had to go down to the hospital and see what I saw. You see what I'm saying? So it was just, you don't want, if it can be fixed, fix it, bro. Fix that shit.
Word, man. Much love to you and your family too, bro. Like,
appreciate it.
For sure, man. I definitely agree with what you're saying, man. Figure that shit out, man. Life ain't nothing but a big experience anyway, so we got to figure it out while we here.
Oh, definitely, for sure, man. And like I said, it definitely gives you a different type of outlook on life, and like, it's so crazy because I just always reference when we was talking about that shit a couple months before, and, posted a clip actually about that. So, like I said, I'm at peace with it in terms of me and her dynamic, our relationship. Of course, grieving just got a weird process, man. It's up, then it's down. It's up, then it's down. It's up, then it's down. And it's just, you try to find, the consistent factor, but that's just how the process goes. You see what I'm saying? Whenever that time, and like they say, time heals all. So it's gonna take more time. It's only been a few months.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So my main focus is to make sure, of course, my mom is good, because losing a child, I mean, no parent should ever lose a child. And me being an older brother, you just feel like that sense of protection, that sense of, I never would have thought that, I would have been saying bye to my sisters first. I've always thought it would have been reversed.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because naturally, as an older sibling, you don't never think about losing your younger brother or sister. You never think about that. So, it's new, so just make sure, it's just all about making sure the family good, everybody is, right. And just continue the progress, man. Continue the progress. That's really, really about it. So, yeah, man, day by day.
Yeah.
Day by day.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation, and that, again, hearts go out to you and your family throughout this journey, because it's going to be a journey. It's a new journey for y'all.
Definitely.
That, I mean, honestly, that nobody can imagine, but, it's good that you was able to have that exchange, and it is good that we all had a good conversation, that pod.
Yeah.
That really kind of was a heart-to-heart conversation. And those conversations have to be had. I mean, just being able to let go of the petty situations, let go of the senseless reasons of why we're not talking.
Right.
Because in that very moment of any spontaneous things that can happen, and life has shown us over and over and over again, this shit is not promised.
Yeah, we don't control nothing
At all.
No plot twist or nothing. Like,
bro.
we at the mercy of anything happening.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
when Mike first hit me up, that's the first thing I thought about was that podcast episode. I was like, damn, like that shit is crazy, man. So, like I said again, bro, much love to you and your family, bro. Like, we've been here, so.
Yeah, definitely, man. And like I said, conversations I've been able to have with my family, and just some days I just take myself. Sometimes I just ride around. You know what I'm saying? Just listen, had the windows down, music playing and shit like that. Just think that's kind of been my solace in all this. You get what I'm saying? So, and able to just talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the grieving process, like I said, it's up, it's down. I'm still going through it, but everything will be all right, man. Like I said, life is like the sun is gonna come up, it's gonna go down. It's gonna come up, it's gonna go down. It's gonna come up, it's go down. And these days ain't slowing up.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Pick up. I was just telling Drew before you came in. I'm like, bro, 2019 was 5 years ago.
That's 5 years ago, bro. That shit feel like it was like
2
years ago.
And for me, 2021 and 2022 was a fucking blur.
Those are blur years.
Like, what the fuck?
Coming off of 2020?
Yeah.
Coming off of 2020, it just seemed like 21 and 22 was just like, boom.
And that seemed like last year.
Yeah.
Like, 21 seemed like last year. No, 20, like, and time is not slowing up, bro. It's not. I can't believe it's already been 5 years since 2019. Because, that was the quintessential last regular.
Yeah, the last regular year in the algorithm.
On the earth. On the earth was like 2019 was when everything was steady. Everything's different. Everything's different. And
that was like the last like regular consistent year. Like, seriously. Man. I was thinking about that. I was like, bro, if I knew a lot of what I know now in 2019, like I probably would have prepared a little differently. Just knowing that we was going to be shut down and all that shit, like 2020 was not regular at all. Like, I don't think we keep saying it, but it's going to be a documentary on 2020. Like, it has to be. Because that wasn't a regular year. It wasn't.
Definitely wasn't. It's going to come though. It's going to be in history books, all that shit, man. So how did y'all, I know, the break. And that's what I also was telling Drew before I came here too. I was like, man, we had been podcasting consistently because prior to this break, our longest break had been 2017. You see what I'm saying? Like, we had our weeks where we missed episodes, but of course I didn't want a break to come at the expense of that. Because honestly, I don't know if I had told you, but I know I had spoke to Drew back in, what was that, August, September, about taking a break in December. And because I know when I had spoke to Drew about it, he's like, yeah, man, that'd be good because, it's his birthday around that time. And then I'll also give us a chance to reset. Of course, I just, I didn't want our break to come, at the expense of that. So how did y'all take these couple of months?
Man, it's been cool in it, man. Grinding, spending time with family, just doing what this, really taking advantage of my time. A lot of free time, a lot of time to myself, a lot of time to just, get my thoughts and prayers together. So I come into this year, whole, as they say. So that's really what it was for me, man. Just a lot of moments of reflection and whatnot, getting ready, preparing.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, for me, everything just continues to be a lot of work-driven things. But in the meantime, I'm finding my niche and finding my peace of mind in between the chaos and the madness of nonstop work, or nonstop creating and nonstop wanting to do new opportunities that presents itself. So it was. I mean, I feel like I ended the year on a high note. A lot of reflection, like Mo said, on just life, man. Like I mean, really, just having a Sunday that we're not recording. It's like, well, what the fuck am I about to do?
You're so used to the habit.
Yeah,
the habit.
Yeah. So it's. It was one of those things, like also still like keeping you in my prayers and your family in my prayers, and just realizing like, damn, like, you get those life lessons in front of you that it might not directly be you or your family, but it's still something that just hits you the same. Like it hits like it's your family, and it's like, damn, bro, like it's surreal, like what am I doing out here? Like, so I had to, like from Thanksgiving to my birthday, I didn't drink, I wasn't taking shots and partying like that, just because I just needed to like take a whole ass break, all the shits, bro, because I just really was like, man, I got to really start living a different life in general, I feel. And it's more of like I got to get back to myself, be like 19, you know what I'm saying? Like all this time, like fucking breaking my back and all this other stuff, like it's been a long journey of getting back on my feet, I feel. And
a lot of work.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm finally there now. So it's like I got to start continuing to put in the work on myself too, just like the same work I'm putting out for others and the grind that I'm doing. I got to do the same for myself. And like good health, good eating and all that other shit, bro. Like, so just more reflecting on stuff like that, taking it easy, fishing a lot, being out there on that cold ass water, still out there though, because it's just a peace of mind, and just continue to do what really makes me happy, man. Being there with family, continue to grow with that, and man, just giving praise, bro, to the man upstairs.
Definitely every day. I mean, even of course the prayers never stop. I pray every morning. I know some people, they got their different times. I pray every morning, so that's still been consistent thing that helps. Consistent, excuse me. That still helps. And like I said, man, I just been chilling. Y'all know me. I'm already in my own world. So, just reflecting, thinking about, purpose, work that goes into everything that you've done so far in your life, and, what more you can do, stuff like that. So definitely just sitting back, observing. And like I said, man, 2023 was of course a great year, of course, and how I want it. But all in all, though, man, glad to be here.
Yeah.
More than anything, I'm still glad to be here, and I know, my relationship with the man upstairs. I just know it's a lot more to be done, a lot more to be accomplished, and I know great things on the horizon, man.
Yeah,
definitely, for sure. Want to shout out Mr. Burgess for winning Mary, which was so crazy because all that happened in the same weekend.
In the same week, that was crazy.
My sister passed the 1st, and then he won that Tuesday, I think the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really get to, celebrate or, give him his just due, of course, with everything I had going on. But salute to him. Definitely got to get back with him.
That's
get that sit
down.
I
was with him last week. He ready.
I did see that. Yeah,
gotta get his stuff together, but he ready.
That's major. First black mayor, North Charleston.
First black mayor and the 4th mayor of North Charleston all together. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So salute to him, the family, Reggie, everybody. Mrs. Burgess, everybody, man. That's major. That's major, man. Definitely.
Couldn't have been a better person, man. Couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah, I saw that you was at. Was that his
the inauguration?
Inauguration, okay.
Yeah. So I was out there. Just a beautiful moment, man. It's good to see. It's good to see. A lot of black people come together for something like historical like that, man. Like, You know, that was a good look, man. It was just it's a lot of good energy in the building that day, man. Just even the councilmen, we had a large turnout for them too. So just all in all, it was a good event, man. Just ushering in a new era for the city, really, for North Charleston. So it was a good look.
Definitely, I know everybody's excited about that one.
Yeah,
I definitely saw the reception. The reception was crazy. Everybody, it seemed like it just birthed a new life.
Yeah, it really did. You can tell like it's a new energy here, man. Like
definitely
it's
a
good
big
to
win.
see. Yeah, big win, man. Big win.
Big win.
I watched the man after the inauguration, after the speech or whatnot. Had to take at least, no lie, y'all, like at least 500 pictures with people. Like just making sure everybody know his presence, man. Like. The man stand on his word, man. Like he's really for the people. So,
excitement. Everybody's excited, bro, and it's real good to see, man. 2024, and also it's just like it from the time of that to now happened so fast.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
From when he won to now getting inaugurated, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So 2024, of course, is going to be crazy because this is an election year, of course. Mm-hmm. Everything it's gonna be hilarious, man.
I'm ready to see him on the purses like Obama on purses, man. For real. For real. I feel like he's going up next to Obama in some people's houses because it's something so beautiful and something
first black. If you the first black mayor in your city, bro, and you like literally the homegrown kid, like come on. That means a lot, bro.
It's going up to Obama and the boy granny house, like for real, dog.
Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
For real, like that's how big it is. I mean, I go to some people's homes and there's still pictures of Obama up there because
that was a moment for a lot of people.
It was a moment for a lot of people, and I feel like this was recreated here in Charleston, right here on home base. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a beautiful thing to witness and see, and also be able to sit down with the man so freely and just be able to get an authentic conversation from the guy, man. Like hats off and big up, man. Truly, love to see this shit, bro. Love to see it, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, big things coming, man.
Yeah, really, like it really is about to be some. I can't speak on a lot, but it's a whole lot of new energy coming to the city, man. That's all I can really say, man.
Yeah, man. I see Lindsay. What's the Nikki Haley? Was that the
Yeah.
Yeah, I see she's running for president or some shit. I saw her campaign. It's like, so things could be in works. I hope it's heading in that kind of directions. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see this man run for presidency, maybe, hopefully, speaking this shit into the existence. But yeah, I mean, seeing the commercial for her, and it's like, nah, bro, that needle is not getting pushed, bro. Sorry. Not sorry, but
facts.
That shit is not. I mean, she's gonna let y'all.
That's a dub.
She's gonna let the kids be out of school. That's the best she really kind of did for South Carolina. But yeah, man. But other than that, man, what's some things y'all looking forward to with the brand new year on the horizon? What's some things that you kind of want to speak into fruition for yourselves that you want to accomplish this year?
I know I've been saying it and I've been kind of putting it off, but I really want to really spread my wings within the media realm. So I'm going to be doing some different things. Just coming off of last year, just within my own personal development, career-wise and stuff like that. It's a lot going on for me with that. Just continue to, set goals for myself in that realm as well. That's probably one of my best years, as far as that go. And, just keep building off that, man. My main thing is momentum, man, and keeping things flowing, man. So, I work best in that type of stuff. Like when stuff just keep going for me, like I like that. I feel better about just everything in general. So, it's mainly building off of positive notes.
Yeah, I would say somewhat the same thing. Building momentum, spreading my wings a little bit, taking a little bit more chances on certain things. Hit a stepping stone in my career path as well, so that was major. Continuing to build on that, continue to grow the pod, of course, and just I think more so get a little bit more uncomfortable. That would probably be a goal, personal goal across all aspects. You see what I'm saying? Definitely for sure. I'm interested to see how this first half, the first 6 months, gonna go. for sure. Because before you, like I said, before you look up, man, should just be running. So yeah, and I think more so 2025, man. I think 2025 gonna have some major shit happen too. I know I'm looking far ahead, but that's just like, you know, me projecting as far as my life and what I had lined up. I just feel like 2025 is gonna be good, but 2024 is gonna be kind of like when you playing Mario Kart and that turbo, you know, you get over the little speed and the shit push you up a little far. That's kind of how, that's kind of like, somewhat the same thing, man. Because like I said, man, time waits on nobody. But you also gotta sit back and also, you know, appreciate what you have done and continue to grow on that. I remember I was looking at a video from Ross and he was like, sometimes, you know, coming to New York is continuing to grow on what you grow on. I think sometimes people don't appreciate what they've already done and they just automatically be like, well, shit, that wasn't nothing. No, that was something. You did something. Continue to grow on it, expand, grow, spread your wings and shit like that. And you'll get to where you want to go at the same time. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, especially within the media field.
Okay.
What about you, bro?
Continue, man, to grow. I mean,
that seems to be the consensus in the room.
I think we all are in a trajectory of heading up, but it's also kind of like forcing the energy into certain more categories versus just the work-driven shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all of us can take it up a notch and really turn up this year in this media realm, especially here in Charleston. I mean, it's but I can't get enough of seeing the same shit, bro. You know, like just a little bit more different, original shit. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of continue to help other individuals with their dreams. That's really one of my things. Like, working with dope people like Young Till. Me and him been doing some work and
shouts out to Young Till, man. My boy working out here, man.
For sure. And I feel like working one-on-one with artists. Like, I don't really want to be nobody's manager or no shit like that. But if I can help and we can create a situation where both of us win, you know what I'm saying, then let's do it, you know. But I want to work more with helping, you know, up-and-coming people that really want to pursue their dreams, and I see that are passionate about it. You know, it's some people are just doing shit just to fake the funk. Then there's people that are really putting in the work and really grinding, just like me and y'all in here. You know, we putting in the work to make shit grow. So that's really where I'm at with it. But also, I want to, you know, be able to make everything just got to make sense for me 2024 and going forward. It just has to make sense. So if it's, you know, if it's a conversation like you don't got it, bro, then just say that, bro, so we can just keep this shit fucking moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to sit there and have a lot of conversations about the same shit over and over and over again like I did last year. You know, of people wanting to do work, but then once it comes down to the number, we're not doing the work because
they don't got it.
They don't got it. But why you even reach out? You know what I mean? That's on me. Because I got to start charging niggas to come sit down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really where I want to be.
Talk, bro. Talk to him, bro.
That's just what I'm just saying, bro. Like, I got to be that serious about everything.
That cuts out a lot of fluff, too.
100%. Like, I just don't have the time. And I want to really be very, very blunt and honest with my business and how I'm handling business. So that's my 2024 spill and going forward, that I feel like I really need to implement in my business and to myself, because I kind of beat around the bush and try to give people the benefit of the doubt when I really already know what I'm walking myself into before I even step into the conversation. So
I feel you on that, especially even on a personal tip. Like, for me, it's like the benefit of the doubt shit, because I feel like people be knowing better. And they be knowing better. And it's like, age just kind of play a factor into it. It's like, bro, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We X years old.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have to tell you what you did with some bullshit. You know that was some bullshit. And I'm not going to sit up here and explain to you as to why what you did was some bullshit. Just keep it pushing, bro. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not going out my way no more to address some shit that people did to me, it's just you gonna fall by the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
It was a time where I felt like I needed to reach out and tell that person, hey, bro, like what you did was some bullshit. That shit fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, again, you know better.
Yeah.
Why do I need to explain to you why you did X, Y, and Z? Because on the flip side, I've had people come to me and tell me, hey, bro, like, I was wrong for that. I should have did this. So if I know that person is capable of doing it, I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
You're just choosing not to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. But I'm not exerting no more energy in terms of addressing bullshit.
The capability of a human goes up beyond what a human even can imagine what a human can do. So
a lot of people don't realize that, though.
Facts.
A lot of people don't have that type of self-realization.
It all boils down to the 1-2, Drew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to be accountable? Do you want to, acknowledge like, hey, that was some bullshit?
And that's not even a hard question.
I did waste your
It's
time.
a yes or no question.
Yeah.
That's a yes or no question.
I didn't drag you along for your time to be like, yeah, I want to do this shoot, or, I want to do a sit down with Mo and da-da-da-da. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? But more so for me, it's the personal aspect. It's like, if you know better, so do better. And if you choosing not to do better, okay, that's fine. But I'm not going to waste my time explaining to you as to why you did some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that was more so eye-opening for me when my sister passed too, is like, getting certain messages from people I hadn't heard from in years, months. You get what I'm saying? People that I thought we was cool, hadn't heard from still.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It was like, damn, like I thought we was cool. Like,
mm-hmm.
I still haven't heard from you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I know how to carry that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because, like, bruh, and I told Mo this too when it happened. It's like, seeing that, nobody can match that pain. Nobody can top that. So anything out of that is like, oh, that's not even a hit on the chin.
Yeah, the worst done happened.
The worst done happened. I seen my sister lifeless on the table. I seen that. You get what I'm saying? Like, nothing can match that.
Mm-hmm.
So going forward, it's just like, okay, if you want bullshit, you want bullshit. It's fine. Because you can't match that.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah.
So it's just having to explain something to a grown human being, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, man. We just gotta really be real, man.
Just be upfront with it, man.
We're at this grown ass age, bro. Like, we gotta weave out the bullshit.
Hey, man, it's 2024, man.
And it's not even so much like, everybody says it's 2020, but even you getting older, bro.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I mean by that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know that's what you mean. And it's like, I'll be 33. Then I'll be 34, and then I'll be 35, and I have accomplished a lot in 32 years on this earth, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm gonna continue to accomplish more. You see what I'm saying? And do more. Why the fuck am I gonna waste my time deviating off that to address some shit that I know was some bullshit? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot,
and it's cliche, but as you get older, you really do have less time for the.
That's just where I'm at, man. And I just don't have it. I don't have it in me anymore.
The energy is not worth it, Drew. I tell you, bro, it's not.
It's okay. I've found a lot of peace back in my VR. And I don't mind staying home and be in the virtual world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally fine with that because, just being able to create, just continue to freely be able to create, man. I just enjoy that. And I don't want nobody to take that away from me. Be on these wannabe projects that sound so good, but you're not going to really put the action behind it. You're not going to have I have the more motivational into your dreams than you have for your own dreams. So that's, I just can't do those think pieces and those wannabe air quote projects that people want to sit down and talk about all the time. Hey man, if you really want to work, bro, we're going to work.
That's a fact.
That's just what it is, man. Y'all see people come and go all the time, all the time. You see a project start, And then don't be me, bro.
That's a fact. That's a talk your shit,
It just
bro.
don't be me. And it's just when does enough be enough that if you want to pursue your dreams, take those steps to pursue your dreams. Just that point, just that one step. Let me see that first step of you pursuing your dreams, and then we can talk. But until that shit happens, it's just a bunch of mojo and malarkey coming out your mouth, bro. And I'm cool on it, you know? So I got to be very head-driven, and even maybe after hearing the malarkey telling them that's the fucking malarkey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I have to just do that. Because you see somebody just at like a outing and they be like, yo, bro, man, I just seen your work. I want to work with you. Well, nigga, you seen my work. That's
the let's build. That's the let's build.
I'm tired, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what are we building here, bro? Because, yeah, I see the maybe paid followers, you know, but it looks good. But then you look at your views of your videos, it's not matching your followers. So it's, okay, I see what we're dealing with here.
That's the BBL with the little legs.
All right. So it's a lot of that shit, bro, that I'm okay with. Like, if that's what you want to do, but let's be honest about this. Like, this isn't your real numbers. So what is your real numbers? What are you trying to pursue here? Because those are all the questions I'm going to ask before I even be like, okay, this is the price that we can come up with. Can you match this? You know? And it's wild out here, bruv. And the respect for other people's and, you know, their time is just not really being implemented like how it should. And I think in business and just in life in general, we have to be very direct with our time and where we want to direct our time and energy that we want to pour into other people, but also what we're trying to continue to do for ourselves in our businesses. So, I mean, for the people I want to work with, I'm going to go ahead and reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, this is let's do this shit. But outside of that, man, I got to be very, very honest because, I mean, I'm moving and shaking between Charleston and other states with a whole nother business. So it's not so much of like I got so much time on my hand. I got to be very strategic because after May, my nigga, life is going to be
completely different.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I really ain't got time for the bullshit. Yeah.
We got a different purpose.
100%, bro.
A whole new motivation.
So, it's a nigga just really, really, really grinding, bro, and really want to be very honest about everything and transparent. That's why I'm speaking so freely here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lie to the listeners or anybody who, you know, they be like, oh, Drew tripping. No, I'm not tripping, bro. I'm being very honest. I'm being very, very
dead
honest.
Ass.
Yeah. Because it's one thing that life continues to show us. We got one of them. How you going to live it? That's up to us. I mean, truly. Like, you want a convertible? Go get a convertible. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do the steps that
you don't get it. You don't get a life part 2 to go get that convertible.
You don't. You got one of them to do. Go get it if that's what you want. Like, if there's a mixer or there's a camera that I want, I have to take those steps to go get that shit. You know what I mean? It might not come right now, but I have to take those steps to get what I want. And
I think that was like when I was talking to you before the show about just like equipment and going to get everything. It's like you just had to take them steps to go get shit.
Yeah,
had to go get it. You just had to go get mixer, mics, headphones, cords, camera, all that shit.
Because if you want to be serious about your craft, if you want to be serious about your work, what are you going to do to take those steps? If I want to be serious about my production business, if I want to be serious and taken serious in my production company, what am I going to do? What am I going to be known for? Oh, he's the guy that you can just push over, like you can come up with $50 and get work. No, no. You might get 5 pictures. I mean, that's if that's what you would like for $50. That's what you want. If that's what you can give, this is what you might get for your product. But also, if you want to better yourself for a better quality of something, well, then this is how you have to play. But a lot of people just not really wanting to pursue their dreams. It just looks good for Instagram, and that's all that makes them happy. Mm-hmm. And that's not for me. Like I mean, that's just not for me anymore. So I want to be very direct in my 2024 and going forward in life with just business etiquette of cutting out the malarkey, and let's just talk business. You know, I just got to be very mindful of my time.
Definitely for sure. So you know, we had a lot of shit happen over the time, and you know, some things that, and of course, we came into 2024 with a bang with Katt Williams, of course. So what was some of the things that we missed? We want to get into first, man.
Man, there's a lot that happened, man.
I mean, we had Katt Williams, we had the shit with Diddy, we had what else?
Let's talk about Diddy for a little bit, not a lot. We can talk about him for a little bit, like the things that have transpired just on the back end, and like just how people been carrying themselves after that happened, after the whole settlement and all this, and just everything. It's been a lot of little offshoot things that's been happening. It's just like, it's like, damn, like we really. I always went by this saying, like, we really do not know these people. Like, we really don't. Only God knows what these dudes do, you know, and behind closed doors or on these little private scenes or whatnot. So, that whole Diddy shit was crazy, man. Like, I really don't feel like people. I can't say that. People do understand the magnitude, of those accusations, especially from reading the court documents and stuff like that. Like, shit crazy.
How do you feel about the conversation? Because every time these come up, the conversation comes up between civil cases and criminal cases, and being compensated emotionally and financially for trauma. Some people feel like something happened to you, it should be criminal only. Some people feel like it can be both. And with Diddy's situation being civil, how do you feel about the how can I say, the conversation surrounding it just being civil and not criminal? The statute of limitations, right, and all that stuff,
timing and stuff like that.
Me personally, I don't have a problem with somebody getting their closure, financially, if that's what it is. I understand the other side where it's like, somebody did something to you, you should pursue that criminally. Time being passed, I will always give grace more so to the women. Kids, I don't put no time stamp on kids. Women, I give them more grace than I do men in that, because at the end of the day, I can't tell them how long it could be for them to comfortably come out and say something. Some people feel after 15, 20 years, that is kind of crazy. Some people feel like it should be 15. Some say 20. Some feel like it should be 10. You see what I'm saying? But it all boils down to, it's a slippery slope conversation, because you gotta be honest about the time aspect of it. Is there any intentions on your side of it being a money grab or anything like that? For me personally, it's always been conversations about them rooms as regards to them parties and what's going on. He's come out and says, nah, this shit is a money grab. Me settling doesn't mean that I'm guilty of any of these things, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And for me, I can't fully agree with that in terms of Cassie, because that's been the only one that has been legally, then you got this one now with the woman when she said she was 17 years old and 95 or something like that. And of course, when you get the one, everybody comes along it. Sometimes you have the ones who are just trying to jump on the train. Then you have the ones who look at it as like, okay, this is my opportunity because I was scared to speak out. So it's kind of like, it's a lot of layers to cover when it comes to this conversation.
Because not for nothing, like if you was to put yourself in that victim's shoes, they might feel like, damn, this is a different devil I'm dealing with. Like, not only is this dude rich, but he's powerful, way more powerful than me. Like, I might have to fall back for a little bit and sacrifice, the scrutiny and whatever that comes with me coming back 10, 15 years later. Like, some people might be prepared to deal with that, knowing that they speaking their truth no matter what. So it's like, you gotta, like you say, you gotta give people grace in these situations, especially like, my thing is like certain details or certain like bits of information people put in certain things, it's undeniable. Especially like when you got we in the information age, and it's like a lot of people can attest certain things, confirm certain things with people, and it's like not for nothing. Like a lot of what Cassie's been saying, like there's been proof of him, like on this type of time. Like there's so.
Them pulling up the old Instagram photos when she had the one picture when she was like, she said she got in the ATV accident.
Yeah.
But her face was messed up. Shit. Like, it's just the
It's
little things.
It's little things and little things that mean a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Me personally, when it comes to the civil and criminal cases, criminal, you can give it way more. But okay, like, boom. When it comes to the civil, that's where it's kind of like, for me, 50-50, sometimes 60-40, depending on the conversation. Because I always boil down to what's in the details of what happened and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's my thing, the details.
And, should there be a statute of limitations on something like that?
I mean,
as an adult, like I said, with the women, I'm not going to get on the women. You have some situations with some men where they have been, sexually assaulted. You see what I'm saying? So, for me, I can't put myself in that person's shoes to say how long it takes them.
Yeah. And just in you saying that, even like with the men, is like it's hard. I think for me personally, I can speak for myself. It's hard seeing a man come and say like, "Yo, this happened to me 10 years ago." That's just kind of like probably my personal ego, because like, damn, like you let that much time go by, bro. Like, we all have done that or said that to ourselves. So it's like, it's hard to, just because we know what we capable of, what we would do, how we would handle ourselves, and everybody just not like us. That just go for everybody. Everybody is not alike. So it's like, you can't really judge people too hard, but it's like, you gotta let people tell their truth in a way, man. Like, whatever happened, we weren't there. So it's like, and
then the day we wasn't there.
We weren't there. So it's like we only can go off of, what they presented.
With their detail. And like I said, I don't have a problem with nobody getting closure with a civil case.
Yeah.
I can understand how you have that room for questioning though. People will ask those questions.
But I feel like a lot of that comes from, that personal, like, damn, like I would never, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you look at it,
you got to separate it.
You got to separate it. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
And like I said, with Diddy, it's more to come. I feel like this is not the end of it.
No.
It's definitely more to come. I can understand how a lot of things look funny in the light in terms of his album rollout, the stories that have come afterwards, how it was a play on because he knew this might have been coming, and it's a whole lot of things that we'll probably never know until we get concrete, hard evidence. All we can do is assume and apply our best logic to the situation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's essentially really all we can do when it comes to this whole Diddy situation. Because like I said, it's not ending no time soon. It's not. I'm just glad Cassie, she was able to get her closure if she did. Because, that's a lot. She came into the game young. You see what I'm saying? And everything that has come after that, outside of her, it remains to be seen. I don't know. Do I personally believe he was getting down on a lot of that shit? Yeah, I do. It would just have to be proven. That's not to discount nobody's story or, confirm anybody's story. Because like I said, we wasn't there. We don't know. All we always heard jokingly on the back end of somebody saying, yeah, man, like, you gotta watch them Diddy parties. You gotta watch some Diddy parties.
Even Katt Williams, like, Diddy like the party. You gotta tell him no.
You gotta tell him no. You see what I'm saying?
But
there's a tone with that.
That's been a thing.
That's been a thing.
Like, so it's
but
like,
when you start,
all these people not lying, bro.
When the assault comes into it, that's when it's different. If that's how you get down, that's how you get down. But when you
tread on other people's freedom,
when it's assault,
that's crazy.
That's a complete 180. You see what I'm saying? Or you using your power to threaten them. Oh, if you don't get down with this, get down. This ain't gonna happen type shit.
Right.
Aubrey O'Day from Day 26, not Day 26, Danny DeCane, she talked about it. You see what I'm saying? And that's alarming, bruh. That's alarming. I don't feel no reason for her to lie about that shit. Then you might have some people who just want to jump on because, that's the thing. To me, that don't really get speaking to too much of because that's a part of the game.
Yeah.
But at a certain time, man, people got to be held for their actions, man. Whether it be 15 years ago, 20 years ago, your power can't carry you forever. We seen it with R. Kelly. He felt like he was Mr. Untouchable. Now you sitting down for 30 years. At 56 years old, your life is
over.
Done.
It's over.
It's a wrap. You see what I'm saying? You're not coming back from that. Some people may feel like, some people believe in karma. Some people believe like this is, this might be karma for what Diddy was doing back then. It remains to be seen.
Yeah. I mean, the way he treated people, even in the band, Danity Kane. I mean, the guy has been a fucking dick his whole life, bro.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? So, just.
But people back then, I mean, cut you off, Drew. People equated that with like being a boss, or like like this is how you have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
still a way to treat people.
Yeah, it's still a way to treat people, man. Like
they're still fucking human, bro.
Yeah,
and they don't deserve this. To be a part of something, you shouldn't feel like a haze. You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely not.
I should not feel like I'm online to fucking
join a frat. Yeah,
like to pursue my dreams. Like it should, like let life beat me down. Like I'm getting,
I don't need you to.
Yeah,
add
I
on
don't
to
need
it.
to add on. You know what I mean? It's
you playing God. You trying to play God.
That shit is not cool.
Yeah.
But Diddy,
But a lot of them niggas got a God complex. I got all this power, I got this money, I got this influence, I got pull from other people, I got protection. And what happens when all that shit come raining down on you? Then what?
When they pull that rug from under your feet, what happens?
Yeah,
and
you can't put a price on being genuine. I'm sorry,
you can't.
And when it comes to being a pure, I wake up every day knowing I treat people good, so I don't worry about nothing, not a thing. And you got some people who treat people like shit based off their money, their status, and they sleep good at night. But what happens when that time comes where you got to be held accountable for that shit? Then what? Yeah. Now, if you lay in it, you lay in it. But a lot of them don't want to lay in it.
A lot of people don't want to lay in it because that's like the ultimate moment of accountability. Like all this coming down on me now. I've been fucking people over for 15, 20 years, and now I'm 55, and now all this shit coming down.
You on the Summer
me.
Jam screen?
Yeah, like a lot of people. That's a different level of self.
And at that age,
right there,
you supposed to be transitioning to chilling. Now you got to deal with all that.
You stressed out. You stressed out now.
No, man, that shit.
Who wants to be that? Who wants to be like that? So
it's definitely more to come from that shit though, for sure. And that, like I said, that was a big thing that happened. And more time come out, more details come out. Like even Aaron Hall, he got caught up in it. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. It just remains to be seen. The industry will always have those rumblings, though.
That's a fact.
Hollywood, music, all of it's a group.
It's so crazy. People just can't live a pure life without the fucking crazy shit.
Without the bullshit.
Yeah, like, this shit is crazy. Cassie had to even go through and endure a life like that. Mm-hmm. And everybody's just sitting here eating that shit up, snapping up these pictures of them,
But like a lot of that shit, I believe. I believe the Kid Cudi shit. I believe the, forcing him to do certain. I believe the Ryan Leslie story. I believe all of that.
It all makes sense when you just look at the past people took in those time frames, bro. Like it just makes sense. Like, even when I listen to like the whole like it's just so many like offshoot stories, bro. Like the whole. Them getting that Wale for trying to record with Cassie behind Diddy backing. Like this, it's just a lot. It's a lot of little offshoot stories and shit, man.
That nigga crazy.
When you look at who's telling these stories, it's just like, why this nigga gotta lie? Why would he lie about this? You know what I'm saying? It's just that's how I look at it.
If it make my whole thing, if it makes sense,
it makes sense.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt to say like I don't believe he'll lie about no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, it's more to come. Katt Williams, he kicked down the door,
really
off the heels of that with the whole, Hollywood and industry thing. And, let me start out by saying with Katt Williams, this is nothing new from him as far as his conversation.
He's always spoke his mind.
He's always said it. He said in an interview, I came into the game saying I was going to expose all this shit. I said it. So, of course, for Shannon Sharpe, he got a new fan base based off of him being a home football player, then him being on First Take Undisputed. So this is new information. But for us who know Katt Williams, this ain't nothing new from Katt. He been on this type time. And what I took away from the interview, of course, we got the funny shit, of course. See, for me, when I see the funny shit in these conversations, I keep it at the funny shit. A lot of people, they take it as if, man, damn, like, why is us as people always got to be on the bullshit? I didn't take it as Katt being on the bullshit because I've known him to always be on that. And so I keep it at that. Talking about his family, his upbringing. I related to him when he had the conversation about like how him and his father had the back and forth to the religious differences. I didn't know until I watched the interview that he grew up a Jehovah's Witness. So I relate to that. You see what I'm saying? I took away him talking about adopting 7 kids, the coming up in comedy, him moving to Florida at 13 years old, having to get out the mud. When he was holding the baby up and his chain broke and it knocked out his 2 teeth. So he had to stay on set a Friday at the next. That's the shit that spoke to me.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Katt Williams not being a pure individual. Even before the stories now coming out of people.
It's been stories like that.
It's been stories about Katt
like
looking
that,
out for people. Him taking people on the road and, putting $5,000 in their pocket, putting 10 in their pocket, putting $1,000 in their pocket. You see what I'm saying?
He'll go pop up at a city, get paid, and give a portion of his money back.
And I think Katt Williams gives it up the way that he gives it up because he's pure like that. Even when Shannon asked him about, did you help the Migos get out of financial situation? He didn't say it, but you can tell he had a hand in that. Because he started off by saying, I think us outside looking in can always look at the Migos and know they was never really in no financial situation. You see what I'm saying? What I will say is, if there was something that was to happen, I wouldn't have no. That was basically like him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's never going to put it out there like he do this. Look at Deion Cole, Lavelle Crawford, the 2 white guys who spoke about Katt Williams, who came with their Facebook posts or Twitter posts. And everybody just always has something good to say about him. The ones that he spoke out against, they come out. You got niggas doing freestyles, doing corny jokes on ESPN, one doing a fake cry.
Ain't nobody saying he lying, though. Nobody's saying he lying.
The 10-minute shit that I listened to from Ricky Smiley when he brought on his manager, he said the same shit Katt said. Nobody has come out. The ones that he spoke about, nobody has come out and said he's a fucking liar. But I'm going to tell you what, though, if it was a lie, you would have definitely heard from me. It might not have been publicly, but I was going to hit your line. We was going to have a conversation about it. Mm-hmm. And whether Katt will want to put that out to the public that we had a conversation or not, all right, cool. Trick was probably the only one who was like, nigga, I'll beat your ass type shit. But the main ones, Kevin Hart, Ricky Smiley, like the ones that use Ludacris.
Ain't nobody say he lying. That's my thing. If you're saying... I'm just gonna say like what Katt said, like in the Luda situation. Like if you're saying I had to sacrifice something in order to
get further
in my life, I'm not recording a song, my nigga. I'm not doing any of that. We're gonna have either a real in-depth phone conversation, or I'm calling you to try to get next to you.
Well, yeah, like, and then you brought up my wife too.
So like you ain't like what did the freestyle accomplish?
I'm gonna tell you, like the only thing, the harmless lies, the running the 4.6, the running the 440 yard,
3,000 books,
3,000. Those are harmless lies. I'm okay with that.
And I feel like the people who responded, they harped on that as opposed to the truth.
It's like the other shit. I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Cedric Entertainer shit, the Steve Harvey shit, all that other shit. Like, when he spoke about, and me personally, I don't really got too much burn for Ced, because I said it on Twitter, like, he did take the joke. I do feel like Ced did the joke better, though. That's just my personal opinion. I can understand why Katt would have a gripe, because, my nigga, if you came to me afterwards and you apologized for that, why would you then come years later and say that didn't happen? Yeah. So I can understand Katt getting his shit off. Okay, you took my joke. You came to me in private and said, yeah, my bad on that, but then you come on Shannon shit and say you never took. Because this is him responding to these niggas who's already, Ricky already done been on Shannon. Steve already done been. Steve was his highest viewed interview prior to this one. It was. So this, I think a lot of people think Katt was just shooting. No, this was him responding to these niggas. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And then everything else can be debatable. And none of these niggas outside of the main ones had anything bad to say about this. Gary Owen spoke highly of him. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I've had situations where, I've been approached sexually to do something. You see what I'm saying? That has always been. Brandon T. Jackson, he spoke about it. You see what I'm saying?
Katt warned me about the dress, man.
And he wore the dress at Big Mama House too. You see what I'm saying? And here's my thing with the whole dress situation. If that's something that you want to do and it's just comedic, that's fine. But there is a other side where, nigga, put this dress on or you don't get X, Y, and Z. That's the other side of it. Because, white men have been doing this since the beginning of time, putting on the dress for the comedic relief of acting like a woman. Fine, cool. But there's the other side of the black man having to put on a dress, not only doing it to get further, but no, this is the only thing that you do.
It's the only thing, yeah, that's it.
This is the only role that you're gonna do. You
That's
see what I'm saying? There have been the other ones who haven't had to do that, so why I gotta do it? You get what I'm saying? That has not. Brandon T. Jackson said him putting on that, he would not have did it. Then he's had, the conversation. I've been approached. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s brother.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't specifically
Umar.
say, but he said, yeah, there were certain things that I was approached to do, and it's kind of maybe I didn't get big because I turned that shit down.
This has been a thing. This has been a thing. Like,
you see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it, and I feel like the conversation can get deeper. People want to be honest about black actors in that field.
We lost Chappelle's show because of that. People think it's because he was on drugs. Chappelle told y'all they wanted me to do certain things with my show and my content that I don't stand with that. I fell back because of that. And when I fell back, that's when these narratives about me start coming out. They wanted me to do certain things and promote certain things that I just don't stand on.
And that's another thing people can't confuse. Like, I don't have nothing against Martin. I don't have nothing against Jamie Foxx. We seen them on, in Living Color. We seen them playing Shannon. If you want to embody a woman character in that light, that's fine. That's what you want to do. You're willingly doing that, but you're not speaking to the other side of, okay, put you in this because if you do this, this will get you these movie deals. So I got to put on this dress and act a certain way for me to get to a certain level. I don't have a problem. I wouldn't have had a problem with Kevin Hart doing that if that's what he wanted to do. But you came out and you said your reasons for not doing it, and then you do it. But then you make it seem like as if, oh no, that's what I want to do. But that's not the energy that you had prior.
Like months before.
That was months before.
That was months before.
And
bro.
then you was on SNL. And it wasn't even funny, in my opinion.
It wasn't.
You get what I'm saying? It wasn't even funny. So it felt like you did something because you got pressured.
It was a conversation
that had to be had.
Because when I saw that episode of Saturday Night Live, I watched it because I was like, oh shit, this is like Kevin Hart on Saturday Night Live. This kind of like an ascension moment. You know what I'm saying? So when he come out with the dress and shit, I go immediately back. It was like a couple months before the Saturday Night Live hosting. He was specifically asked about.
He was adamant about not doing it.
Yeah, he was like, yo, that's just not something that I'm with. I don't stand with that. I don't promote that. I don't feel like I have to do that to advance my career. My nigga, a month and a half later, you come out and you're wearing a dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to go on your word in that moment. And then as soon as that happens, you go on an unprecedented movie run. This shit just don't look right. It just don't.
It looked like it was a catapult.
It looked like it was a catapult, my nigga. Like, and I'm not saying Kevin Hart's a plant.
No, Kevin's not a plant at all.
And
this coming from somebody who don't think Kevin is. I don't like Kevin Hart stand up comedy. For me, I just don't deem him to be funny. To say he's a plant though,
no, he put us working.
He's put in a lot of work prior.
But it's just the whole that situation 2013, which is crazy that was that long ago.
11 years ago.
It
looks funny in the light.
It looked real funny in the light to me, man. Like, so, seeing Katt speak on all this.
He sparked a lot of conversations, bro. Yeah, he did. Yeah. And I think if you just stick to, that aspect of it, the interview is 2 hours and 46 minutes. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It was a lot in there. I watched it twice.
It's easy to just get caught up in the cut up like funny clips, but like you got to watch the whole interview. And the fact that the interview, like you say, is 2 hours and 46 minutes, it already got 25 million views. Long stream content don't get views like that,
unless
especially
it's good content.
Unless it's good content, like people. That's another thing. Like, people were critiquing Shannon's interview style. I was like, bro, Shannon.
He's a great interviewer.
He did his thing.
Yeah, I mean, because they got to see, the thing about it is, bro, they don't understand.
Yeah.
When you create your show, there's bullet points that the people cover. And now that question.
He covered everything.
Yeah. Like, it
was a perfect interview.
And probably like the first 45 minutes, he probably, off that, if he had a list of 30 questions, he probably covered like 15 of that.
Easily. But you don't see it though.
That's why he had to slow him. He slowed it back and asked the same question.
It's different for us because we do this shit. But like to the average consumer of the content, they just looking at it. They're like, what's going on right now? The man covered everything. You can cover a lot without saying a lot.
Facts.
And he did that. I feel like he played the interview perfectly. Like,
those are one of the best interviews.
Those are one of the best interviews I've seen. Like, I gotta give Shannon's props. Like, I don't understand like the negative pushback he's got, because a lot of people were like, well, you didn't really challenge him. That's not his job to challenge him.
And see, the thing is,
it's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
For me, you're a great interviewer, conversationalist if you're able to get somebody comfortable enough to speak like that.
Exactly.
I don't have to probably ask you 30 questions like Drew said.
But see, the thing is,
if you covering it like that, then you good.
Katt wanted to have that conversation, so he already was comfortable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He came in hyped and charged. That's right.
He got a lot. He had a lot of bars in there too.
And at the beginning of the show, he said, just so that y'all know, he's already started, like he's already had some libations.
Yeah.
Prior to this damn shit starting. So,
but it was a mutual thing though,
Yes.
because Shannon was like, I was trying to get you on here for a year now.
Yeah.
And Katt was like, yeah, I had it took some time. And I felt when he said that, it was like, I want all these other niggas to come first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And even Katt said it. He was like, because Shannon joked, "Oh, Katt, man, I got the cover." He's
gonna
like,
get me
he's
canceled.
like, I've had less than you.
Yeah.
He said the truth don't need no motivation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The number one job of somebody in Hollywood who sold their soul is to act like it didn't happen. He had a lot of one-liners in that interview, bruh.
He was dropping bars.
He was dropping bars, and a lot of that shit is like. And I'm glad the conversation also was the praise of the Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The others, Patrice O'Neal coming up and all these other ones. And because the whole Steve Harvey Bernie thing wasn't nothing new. We all known that.
What stood out to me was he pointed out like, yo, it's God's side and it's the other side.
Yeah, he said he don't draw the line at race.
Yeah,
he said because he love all people. He's not a black
yeah.
man, but it's God's side and it's the other side. I don't do that. If you wrong, you wrong, and if you right, you right. And I was just glad he was able to get it off his chest. People could look at it negative. I took away from it. It was a positive ending. It was a positive sit down. But you gotta understand who you dealing with Katt. Katt has always been on exposed. And he said it. When I was talking about Michael Jackson, when I was talking about R. Kelly, they wanted to cancel me for all this.
How could
he
you
got
listen
deemed
to
a drunk.
man?
He got deemed a druggie and all this other shit. Tiffany Haddish, she came out with some little statement, whack joke or whatever she had to say. Like
a lot of people came out. Ari Spears spoke. And I was like,
he has no reason to be speaking.
Like, why are you speaking?
You doing pedo skits, my nigga. Like, you just got caught up in some shit. You need to tread lightly. So it's certain people who shouldn't be talking. You and Tiffany need to tread lightly. But other than that, it's just like with Katt, this is how he always give it up. And just the ones who have spoken highly of him, that's what I take away most from him. At the aftermath. Ain't really been the whole bombardment of stomping on him. No, it's been a lot of positive coming from this.
Ice Cube even started his shit saying like, "Yo, it's a lot of truth what Katt said."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
really came up to clear out the whole rape scene with the whole Money Mike shit, which he's like, I don't do that in my movies. Y'all know I don't do that. So that was really. But other than that,
I mean,
he didn't.
Damon was he was wilding.
He was wilding in that bathroom.
Yeah.
But what I will say is though, he didn't really debunk nothing else Katt said, and that's my thing. These
nobody
niggas
say
coming
he's
out.
lying. Nobody say Katt lied.
Yeah.
That's my thing. That interview was almost 3 hours, bro. Nobody said, "Hey, you a fucking liar." It's been all protection. Like, hey, I gotta protect something. Like,
Or trying to make a joke about some shit.
Or trying to make a joke about it. What Katt Williams and them boys did on ESPN, all y'all spoke about was him reading the books and shit.
Kevin Hart.
I mean, my bad. I don't even know what I said. It's not Kevin Hart.
Katt Williams.
Oh my, yeah, Kevin Hart. They just spoke on the books and shit.
And then ESPN, you corny for clipping that because you're a sports platform. Don't try to fuel
why
no
y'all
beef
getting
between
into
comedians.
that? Why y'all in that?
Talk about the other shit Kevin talked about that night with his Plastic Cup Boys. Don't highlight that, but I get it. That's what's gonna drive, the views and all other shit. But nobody was in agreement
been on
with
their
that.
ass. Katt been on their ass.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but nobody was in agreement with that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just at the end of the day, take away what you want to take away from it. Hey, those are the pillars he chose to knock down. That's how I look at it. So someone had to get sacrificed for the interview to be what it was. But he's always giving it up like this is nothing new. If this was something new, I can understand people question. This is nothing new from Katt Williams.
Katt been on this type time since Pimp Chronicles.
Facts.
That's the thing, man.
Like this is not he just woke up new and tried to do no. He's been speaking on people, whether he's dropped their names directly on Pimp Chronicles up to now, it's just gotten more overt. But he's been on this type
and he's
of
gonna
time.
be somewhat very like when he said he's like, hey man. He's like, when he was talking about the Chappelle shit, he was like, no, that's not even what happened to this dude. It was just like, You know, I told you something. I've turned down $50 million to protect that virgin hole I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be like, damn, he real. No, that's what it is.
You
like,
gotta speak
that's
like
been a
that.
thing.
You have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this, like, when Katt has been spoken out to defend Chappelle. When the Chappelle shit first went down, I remember Katt being one of the only people not running with the whole Dave a crackhead, you know, narrative. And I'm talking about comedians. I saw other comedians like try to put that in their little in their routines and shit like that. Katt was the one like, yo, y'all see what they doing to this man? Like, this man was a devout Muslim. Like, why is he on crack? Like, he has one wife. Like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for him to turn down that money and go to Africa of all places. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's look at what's really going on.
When I heard Brandon T. Jackson speak about Denzel, how Denzel always told him, "Hey, leave before the devil get here." That said a lot.
And Denzel the GOAT. Like,
yeah.
Denzel,
and he's never looked like he's been compromised for anything. I've never heard no bad thing put on Denzel, questionable shit, none of that shit. So you are able to take that path.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Again,
that's the thing. You're able to take that path and be pure within Hollywood. I'm not saying everybody in Hollywood has sacrificed themselves. No. There are ones who have sacrificed their moral and integrity to get to a certain level. Yeah. Will we ever know for sure? Probably never not, because people are protected. They got interests to protect. But we've heard the stories. We've heard about the conspiracy theories that do line up, that do make sense.
Yeah. I mean, Denzel's he's had roles as a black man with a white wife and shit like that, you know. But I feel like Denzel comes from a time where integrity was still the main thing of a black man. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and not
he uphold those principles
100%. So I think, you know, just outside of them, like the Diddys, the R. Kellys, like, you know, it was a lot of yes in the rooms when these people are trying to exploit you to get you here and
compromising your manhood.
And that shit is crazy.
Like, I want to piggyback on like the roles when you say Denzel have like a white wife or something. I feel like Denzel can be an anomaly to that, because that's strictly for the role. Yeah. Like you say, his resume outside this in general Hollywood, he's never been compromised. He's always
he sticks to the role. He keeps it at that.
Like, he's never been compromised. He's never been one of the older cats that's just out here trying to be the young nigga. Like, he knows.
You haven't even heard a whisper about some foul shit that Denzel did.
He's the most Teflon guy that I've seen in the Hollywood realm. I'm talking about at my lifetime. So it's like, I have to give him any type of just do, any type of, you know, leeway when it comes to anything, because I've never heard this man name in any type of malarkey, bro. Like, anything. So it's like,
never no questionable shit when it came to Denzel.
For other actors to be like, yo, Denzel put me on this, or Chadwick Boseman, Denzel Washington paid for this man to be who he is.
Paid for his acting classes.
If Denzel don't do that, we don't have Black Panther. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have Jackie Robinson.
That's just him being an OG. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he's always been that. He's embodied being a thorough dude. So it's like, I could never go against that man, bro. Like,
that's
never.
What I'm saying. And those certain people just don't have those same morals.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what I said earlier in the show, that humans are capable of what humans truly want to do.
That's what I'm saying. We can't sit up here and, like, Marcus asked me and Mo the other day in the chat, like, how many bad people do you think is in the world versus good? And for me, I said it was 50-50. You're always going to have some good with the bad. But people who are capable of being better, you do have some exceptions due to how someone may have been raised. But you do get to a certain time where you're an adult and you know right from wrong. Period. So you either choosing to do better or you're not. You either choosing to take this path. You thinking, well, shit, I want to take care of my family for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that to secure this $200 million. Then you got some others be like, nah, I'll take this 50 grand here, 100 grand here, whatever, until I get to where it's all about the path you want to take. Some people want to cut corners, and that's another thing that Katt spoke about. He's like, I don't respect nobody who cut corners, who don't want to work hard, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that. He was speaking
strictly to the art of stand-up. Like, these dudes do not write jokes. They don't do what I do. Like, you can't compare me to these dudes. Like that's the type of time he really was on. And I feel like you know, a lot of people feel like that in their respective lanes.
Yeah.
So
like Katt has always been saying that. He said even they wanted to do another Kings of Comedy tour after. He said he didn't do it because of how Steve treated Bernie. Mm-hmm. That wasn't nothing
and
new.
that's a fact. Like he's like the fourth person to confirm that. Like that I believe at least. So like, you know, you did. That's a fact that you made calls to try to get that Ocean's 11.
I never knew that. That was new to me too.
Even Bernie Mac's daughter spoke on the Katt Williams interview. She didn't say he lied about nothing. So it's like, you know.
And Bernie never had no smut on his name.
Never.
Ever.
That's another thorough dude. He's on camera. Hey, this little black boy not sitting on my lap. Like he's on camera.
He's old enough.
He's old enough. He can sit right here. He's a young man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's on camera protecting another black man. So, you know, like it's too many truths out here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
The truth will always be what it is. And like Katt said, the truth don't need motivation. The truth don't need motivation. That was one quote that stood out to me in that whole shit. And then about the whole Hollywood thing. But everybody, when he said it, now look at, you know, the clips coming back when Kevin Hart was sitting down with some white lady and she was like, you know, I have been approached about, you know, and he was like, shh. Now, a lot of people might say he been playing, but that says something.
That's Kelly Clarkson.
That's who that is?
That was Kelly Clarkson he was talking to.
Okay, so it's just like, bro, that is a real thing. Like, we've had, just like with the dude, is it Christian Keys? Is that his name?
Yeah.
The actor? When he was talking about somebody prominent in Hollywood, you know, tried him on his manhood years ago.
He had a situation like it was he do certain things for opportunities.
Yeah, like why are you calling me to tell me to come over to your house late at night to go over some lines and da da da? Like, nah, bro, that's the first step in trying you. Where does the dress fall in line at? It falls in line somewhere, but that could be okay, we got him in the dress. Can we get him to come over and do da 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 da? And then once you do that, you're good until what? You probably get out of line or you do some shit you don't like. Is it worth it? For me, fuck no. Fuck no.
Integrity, man. Your morals, bro. Like, but just to see the reception from it afterwards, it says a lot about a lot of people, in my opinion. It just you look at certain people a certain way who had something to say, who didn't have nothing to say. Like again, the whole Ludacris shit. At first, when I seen it, it was funny, but then when you come out with the freestyle, it's like, all right, my nigga, like,
nah, we not rapping in this situation. We ain't rapping in this situation, bro. I'm sorry, like, and I just don't understand that. Like, you said that I had to do certain things as a man, you know what I'm saying,
to get to where I'm at.
I ain't rap. We not rapping about that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Agreed.
I mean, I took it like he's trying to say like he's unbothered. He's just doing what he does.
I get that too. I get that, but nah, man. That's like I'm not rapping about that.
These are serious allegations.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I look at it. Like,
it's like certain things people gonna talk, we might just brush off. You see what I'm saying? Kids harassment is something that will never be put on my name, or being compromised on my manhood. Those three things we gonna have a conversation about. And depending on how you delivered it, it might not be a conversation. We might just get down with the get down when I see you. And I'm not going to give you no warning.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I see you, it'll be on site. Like, that's just how it is. Like, bro, like, because we've all had to have a conversation with a man as regards to, we're men at the end of the day. It's that thing where, we got to have a conversation.
Bro. Yeah, we lying.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, we're not going to have to get performative on social media with it. I'm going to highlight you in the DM. If I have your number, I'm going to call you. Be like, hey, bro, like, what you meant by that? You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm just calling to check the temperature. Or if I know where you at, I'm going to come pull up on you and we going to have a face-to-face. Like, that's just how you give it up. So let's not play dumb and act like men don't know what time it is when it comes to how we get down with each other. You get what I'm saying? That, for me, wouldn't have required that type of response. If I'm Ludacris in that situation, that's just me. Like, But
I agree with you.
Melissa Ford has also spoke about that a while ago when she was on the red carpet, and she was like, there are people who, they are signing their life over in blood for, certain. So it's always been that conversation. We might not ever see no visual evidence, but it's out there.
Pac spoke on that shit heavy though. You know what I'm saying?
Pac?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He used to speak on that shit heavy.
It was versus Quincy Jones trying to try him. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, like niggas not getting down with that, bro.
Yeah.
We also had the whole Will Smith shit, with his foreign manager. And, I'm gonna tell you this, just in connection with the Katt Williams and the Hollywood thing. I left that interview believing everything that man said about Will.
Talking about Tasha K?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What I will say though, I didn't like him putting that out because it wasn't nothing that was along the lines of harassment or assault. He was just talking about Will's
his lifestyle.
life.
His lifestyle, yeah.
I don't care that you walked in and seen Dwayne Martin doing what he was doing with Will. That's that man's personal life.
That was consensual between. It wasn't like, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Kind of like with the Dwight Howard shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Have there always been whispers about Will? Yes. A lot of people just brush them off because, like, man, it is.
He's not bothering nobody.
He's not bothering nobody. That's my thing. And it's like,
that's a difference. That's a major difference.
If that's how he get down, that's how he get down, bro. But the conversation, because in the grand scheme, Hollywood is not really that old.
It's not.
When we talking about time,
it's not.
This some early 1900s shit.
Yeah, it's not.
So how can I deny that there are people in power to be like, yeah, we're gonna put certain stipulations
we're gonna maintain order.
Yeah, we're gonna maintain this how we maintain order. Nigga, you gonna put on this dress, then you gonna come to this party, and if you don't or you trying to
there are gonna be certain people in place to make sure that this is what's going on.
And I'm a supporter of Christian Keys, but the only thing I don't like is, and I'm gonna always stand firm on this, if you take that leap and coming out and speak, you have to put a name on it, bro. Yeah. That'd be my only thing. Don't leave no room for guessing. If you're gonna jump out the window completely. Expose these niggas, bro. Expose them, because when you just coming out here and you don't want to give no name, that leaves
it's a lot of speculation.
And then people will backfire on you, but then you can't get mad at people backfiring on you because all right, who is it? Yeah. Let's get this motherfucker out of here. Now the whispers have been it's Tyler Perry. But if you're not willing to put a name on that bullet, my whole thing is, bro, you doing it a disservice at the same time too. I'm supporting you. That's really what happened to you, because I don't want that to happen to nobody, man or woman. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's like, bro, you gotta put a name on it. You gotta put a name when it comes to harassment, bro. Especially and when it comes to acting in the acting world, bro. Like, no, bro, that's been a thing. That's along the lines of, the trauma we already had to go through as black people. Now we got to deal with it in the entertainment industry. Nah, bro, this is supposed to be it's entertainment. It shouldn't be no trauma attached to it. But trauma has always been attached to actors, black actors in entertainment. Why? They got to stop. So this ain't gonna be the last time Katt Williams talk about this. That's another thing. Yeah, this ain't gonna be the last time he talk. He's gonna continue to talk about Hollywood and the weird shit they got going on. And I think
that's why nobody that he spoke on was like, this nigga lying, because they know you can't.
Everything is he's bitter. He's bitter. You upset you didn't take the role. Drugs. But also remember, Katt said within that interview too. He said, "Don't check my net worth. I had that on me."
That was another bar.
He said, I'm rich, so it's because if I don't have it, it's because I don't want it.
Right.
But I could have it. I'm rich. And when he said rich, I knew he wasn't talking about it just in the financial aspect. He's speaking on spiritual favor. Like, I can do whatever I want. Like when they was talking about, back then they didn't have the amenities we got now. We got Rolls Royces. We got all this. He said, well, back then, if it was a horse I had to buy, well, I could get the Cullinan. If it was back then, I was getting my lady a horse. Today it's the Cullinan. That says a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like Katt Williams, you could tell he's very comfortable within himself, and he goes to sleep at night peacefully. That's what I took away from this shit. That's why he's able to. The ones who are able to talk freely in that light, that says something.
That's a fact. Because a lot of y'all don't have that freedom.
A lot of them don't have the freedom to talk the way that they took. Like it or not, like. 50 Cent, when he be on his bullshit, 50 be on bullshit, but he talk freely for a reason.
He's free. He's not.
He talks freely for a reason.
Nobody can hang nothing over his head.
Because if it was, it would have been out there.
It would have been.
With Katt Williams, he said in an interview, bro, if all he says about me, why is it nobody coming out and saying I supplied him with this, I gave him this, I did that? It would have been out there. The only thing I ever done is smoke weed. But y'all are calling me a drug head. But why these people ain't coming out and saying I did this, they supplied me with this, that, and
y'all got an interview for everything,
especially
else.
For me. Y'all been trying to get me out of here.
That's a fact. This man has adopted six kids.
Seven.
He got one blood daughter and adopted 6. The state not letting you, a drug addict, adopt kids, bro.
They're not doing that.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah, and they in your shit all the
they
time.
They pop up. They pop up to your crib, unannounced,
just to see,
to check living conditions.
Yeah, living conditions.
They're not.
They just don't give a child and be like, okay, that's it.
Yeah, like let's be serious here.
Especially someone that the normal person, average person doesn't adopt 6 kids.
That's
so of course there's gonna be more eyes on it. Especially he's an entertainer. He's always on the road. He's doing things. Hey man, he set the fire. He set the fire with this interview. It was a great interview.
Katt Williams, man.
That's all I really got to say about it, bro. And I mean, it's like I said, it's more to come with that because, like I said, we know Katt, man. That's how he give it up, man. That's how he give it up, bro. That's how he give it up. I don't understand why. I don't get it, man.
I don't know why people be so like in an uproar for people just being their authentic self. Like bro's just being himself, and
always been
that the truth. Like we were speaking on, like the truth scare people, bro. Especially when you're on the other side of that truth.
Mm-hmm.
So
because you got to do a lot on the other side. I don't got to do a lot on the side of the truth. You got to do a lot to protect that lie. You got to do a lot to protect that lie. So,
man. Katt,
salute the Katt, man.
Yeah, man.
Salute the Katt, man. And for those, blessings, man, and prayers, man, because people shouldn't have to go through that in the entertainment industry, bro. So, we also had Jonathan Majors found guilty of 3rd-degree assault for basically, handling his woman the way he did, forcing her back into the car. That's what he got, charged for. Mm-hmm. And for me, looking at this case, I do feel like he got dealt a bad hand. I will say that. And I think for them to come out and say they didn't charge her, but there was evidence to charge her as well was also funny to me too. You get what I'm saying? It definitely seemed like he got railroaded. And honestly, man, I feel bad for him. And you just got to be mindful of, the women that you deal with, man, especially as a black man, bro.
Yeah.
Especially as a black man, when you dealing with that opposite side, bro, like you can be. Katt also spoke to that as well. He's like, I don't got nothing against white women. I view them like any other.
I got to protect myself.
I'm scared of them because you can be on top of the world, king, doing your thing, and then just like that, it could be taken away from you.
In 2 weekends, like he said, in 2 weekends.
And his interview was dropped today on Good Morning. So, that's going to be a thing.
That's kind of weird to me, too. And I'll say this because Disney owns Marvel. Disney owns ABC. So you excommunicate him from one platform, but you allow him to come on another one of your long-running, like this is like a staple platform.
But juiciness is always going to supersede anything else.
I get that. I understand that. But it's like if y'all was so adamant on removing him from one platform, why is it cool for him to tell his side of the story on y'all's platform again?
At the end of the day,
that just don't make sense to me. That just don't make sense to me. Like, so like what did y'all really remove him for?
And this whole case has been weird because from the beginning, I thought this nigga was guilty as hell for really putting his hands on this woman, bro. Like
they made it seem
it's been up
like,
and down.
Yeah,
this whole case was weird. It's been weird from the jump.
So when the tape finally releases, I'm like,
but the charge adds up. Because if you look at with the 3rd degree, it's like. You get what I'm saying? The lowest you can get on an assault charge. And when I look at the tape, this man is running track.
To get away.
You see what I'm saying?
This is my thing. I just don't understand. Like you say, this is a 3rd-degree charge. And it's being, as far as his professional career, is being treated like 1st-degree murder.
Do you feel like his career is over? Because a lot of people feel like he really is done. And a part of me, I feel like he can come back from it.
I don't think he's done. I'm gonna go full conspiracy mode though, but I do feel like he was sat down to be taught a lesson, because you got to think some of the shit that he was doing before his incident, it might have upset some people that didn't want certain things to come out, because you got to think he did the what movie was that? Was that the Nat Turner movie that he was involved with? He wanted to tell like a real Nat Turner story. Remember that? And
I do remember that.
And this happened was that Jonathan Majors, or was that somebody else?
I think you're talking about somebody else.
That was somebody else. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. So that wasn't him. But I'm still like, I still don't understand this shit, bro. Like you said, from looking at the case, it just don't make sense to wait like how they waited. They essentially saying, hey. Cause
he can face up to a year of probation, but I think he'll get probation when he gets sentenced.
Cause I'm like, all right, why?
A New York 3rd-degree assault charge carries a year.
Y'all knew about this footage. Y'all knew about this case that been going on, right? But y'all let him rock out for Loki season 2.
Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't until the verdict came down. My whole thing was like,
y'all like,
but people have been let go just for accusations, just to cover their end.
But then when I look at you know the shit that y'all allow,
I'm expecting to see some Ray Rice shit. Honestly,
okay, that's what I expect too. But I'm just going off of Marvel, and I'm looking at the super like DC and shit like Ezra Miller. We don't have to even go on the laundry list of shit that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
We allow Robert Downey Jr. to bounce back, and he's cool. Dude that played Thor, Thanos, he had some shit going on in his personal. Mm-hmm. Like everybody has checkered past or has had shit going on, and it's like we remove y'all. Kang pulls back the next Thanos basically within the next realm of the movies and shit like that. So y'all gonna strip this dude of that, and knowing the shit that y'all have allowed, it's just a lot of shit just don't add up to me, bro. Like it don't, like in terms of punishment and how it's handed out. Because y'all let certain shit rock. That's way that, in my opinion, outweighs this. Mm-hmm. So I just don't get it, man. I just don't.
And they dropped the man quick, bro.
Quick. It was instant.
Instant. After y'all let him rock, and y'all been knew about this shit before Loki season 2 came out. It was already talked.
You didn't put that on standby. They did not put it on standby.
It was either if it was that serious, y'all would have held the season and reshot everything. But no, y'all didn't. Y'all wanted to hold on to it, get y'all views up or whatever, and wait until the trial broke down. Which still don't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch the interview because I want to see what he.
I'm definitely gonna check it out to see what he got to say, man. So, like I said, man, it's been a lot of low points for some of the culture, man, and what's been going on. But I'm interested to see what he has to say about that, man. We had a couple of funny shit though happen, like Anthony Edwards, man.
Send the video.
Listen, dog. Anthony Edwards, of course, he had to come out and apologize and all that other thing. Here's my thing, man. And I get it. He's 21, 20 years old. I think we've had way too much evidence now for these dudes as athletes to know how to move when it comes to this shit here. Like, I think we got to get to a point now. We're in the peak internet area. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. Us in this room and others walking this earth are privileged to live through a major evolution of the earth, which is the internet.
Yeah,
internet is probably about, I'll give 94. So the internet is about 30 years old, right? We've experienced a major evolution on it. Think about what the internet has changed for everything in terms of medicine, access to people, seeing things, being able to, at the drop of a dime, transfer money, transfer a message, meet somebody you haven't seen in your whole life, get in contact with somebody that probably in 94 you had to go through all types of shit just to get in contact with somebody.
Be able to search words.
Search words, all type. I mean, we got the AI shit now.
Look at the
This
map.
is a major.
Look at a map.
Yeah. This is we don't have to use MapQuest no more. You get what I'm saying? Like
the physical map no more.
Yeah,
the physical map no more, bruh. We are way too deep into this evolution of the internet for niggas to not be aware of the type of women that you're dealing with and what could come behind that. Just even jumping in that water, like you already know what's gonna come on the back end of that. As much as they might say we not, bro, they're gonna post a text messages. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be out here for the end game in terms of like this girl was literally sending him AI baby pictures.
No, that shit is the
to
wildest.
try to convince him to keep the child.
That's crazy. And at the same time, present herself as a victim. That's the wildest shit to me. Like, we see you trying to manipulate this man's...
That's 100% manipulation.
Like, you're trying to manipulate this man's opinion on the matter.
But us, in terms, especially black athletes, you have to have the Teflon armor at all times. Period. You have to have it on at all times because this is shit that you run into. It takes away from you having a great year, y'all being the number one seed. I'm not saying completely, but why is this even a conversation? It shouldn't be a conversation.
It shouldn't, but it happens.
And
man.
Anthony Edwards, it's a lesson in there in terms
Yeah.
of how he delivered. You know, I'm not saying he should have delivered that message like that, but bruh, at the same time too, it's like
at the same time,
you gotta be mindful.
Yeah, you
bro.
gotta be mindful. But he
gotta be
thinking it's a
mindful.
private conversation, which nothing's private when you dealing with a certain ilk of people. But in his mind, he thinking, yo, because you read what he's saying, he's like, yo, let's just handle this like adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where I'm at.
Like, what's up? You already
What's
got the
up?
bread.
Like,
What's
you
up?
got the bread. I send you the like, you know what I'm saying? And she's sending AI photos.
And her thing is like, oh, now you treating me like da 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 da. You gotta be blunt with these. I don't know what these niggas be telling these
But
women
no,
when they get down.
no,
like,
he not treating you like nothing because you knew he had a woman already that's pregnant.
and you willingly
You
slept
knew
with
you
him.
knew this.
Yeah, and you
So-
willingly slept with him.
Then let's go back to him saying, let's handle this like adults.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's like I don't want to have a child right now.
Not with you. I already have one on the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, he
But
young.
you know, when it comes to that conversation, that's also a slippery slope conversation.
No, yeah,
too.
yeah. It is.
You get what I'm saying? Because you got to tread lightly with that as well. And that's why I feel like he should have handled that in terms of that a little bit better as far as delivering that message. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, she chooses to have that baby. You got to step up.
Yeah.
Because you laid down with her.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That
You
coulda
can't
went
be
the other
upset.
way.
That
Coulda
coulda
went the other way,
You get what
yeah.
I'm saying? And unfortunately, we seen these instances of it ending bad because, oh, you laid down this woman. You wasn't protective. You got her pregnant. Now you want to do something about it? No.
Man, there's plenty stories like that, man. That's not
And
even
it's sad,
celebs. Not even celebs.
On a regular
people,
level. Yeah, on a regular level. So it goes back to the accountability aspect, man. You got to be accountable. And it's like, it's funny because off the heels of Zion and his shit. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, niggas. You know what I'm saying? We have way too much evidence. You seen it. We got documentaries now. Like, you niggas don't want to be caught up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
And you got it. And it goes back to having that sexual discipline too.
Yeah, it is. It all comes down to discipline, man. I know you niggas getting out of practice, or y'all might just be at
They have access to women that normal nigga don't. I get it.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you scrolling through, you can look at your request inbox.
Yeah, and just pick
And you just be like,
yeah.
You like, damn, see on my head.
But that thing ain't even like that though. I ain't gonna
Me
hold
neither.
ya, bro. That
She
thing
ain't like that to me
she
neither.
ain't like
Oh
that.
yeah, but you gotta think
A lot of these niggas is liking that shit.
a lot of niggas like that. And
I mean, we seen Zion.
He 20. He 20. Wait, 21? He just turned 21.
And a lot of it, honestly, it might not be what they like. They may be experimenting.
Bruh, it ain't
That
even-
too.
Now, let me just see what the BBL shit might be like.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I might get
with
them
the
that, though.
with the Zion Mariah Mills shit. I truly feel like that's some experimentation shit.
Because his
Like,
baby mama not like her at all.
I mean, she come from that type of
But
shit.
she thick, but her body natural.
Yeah. What I mean, like, experiment. I mean, he like. Let's be honest, bro. Every young nigga wanted to smash a porn star, bro.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
He's Zion Williamson, bro. He's the number 1 overall pick. We know
That's a pillar for
that's
them.
like, come on, bro. Like,
And look, I mean, just look at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a fucking goofball, bro. Respectfully, but he just looked like the type. Like,
he's an upstate nigga.
Yeah, like he's a lot of porn in his days. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Nigga had a tablet. He was a tablet kid.
He strikes me as a peak tablet kid, bro.
You gotta think Zion was born 2000.
Exactly.
Tablet kid.
And 01, Ja 99. So it's like all they know is the internet.
All they know.
And that's what I'm saying. For us in this room, in our generation,
we saw both sides.
Was able to experience both sides, and I hold that to a high regard because it's like we can have those conversations with them. It's like, hey, bro, like prior to this is what was going on. This is what you had to do. And I think a lot of it now is just not so much in connection with them, the social awkwardness.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people suffer from social awkwardness because all they know is how to interact with somebody through a phone.
Yeah, it's internet culture. They were. You gotta think Zion born. You said Zion born in 2000. Ja 99.
They don't know about no dial up, bro.
They don't know about dial up. You know, they know about by the time they turn 6 and 7, which would be 06, 07. They know Jerk era. They know Soldier Boy. They know that's peak SpongeBob type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Having access to music was LimeWire type shit.
Exactly, but it was crossing over to some other shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So years 6 through 12 is completely different from our years
6 through 12.
6 through 12, and those are peak.
And my 6 through 12 was 97 to 03.
Exactly. We saw both sides. They completely on this side of the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
they don't know about coding for MySpace. They don't know nothing about that team.
They don't know about that. They don't know what it's like to put an album on queue to download and just leave for school and come back and hope that it's completely downloaded.
Or just having a conversation with the girl one-on-one. You having to spit game one-on-one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they haven't probably done it, but for the average nigga born in the internet era, it's different. Like for us in this room, we've all had to go shoot that shot in person, and then you learn about what works.
Or pass a note. Niggas don't got a shoebox full of notes like that.
Man, you unlock the memory.
Niggas don't got a shoebox full of notes, bro.
Me right here, man. The yes or no check
yes
box,
or no,
yes or no king.
That's where it start.
That check in the box, yes or no.
That's where it start. Before you know,
that was my bag.
It start from the box, and next thing you know, the whole paper, both sides is filled.
Well, I learned about that shit moving to Charleston, boy. I tell you.
Man, it was nothing like writing that note and sending it to the crush, man.
See, I gave the note off to
a friend or something. That's peak game though. You know the friend got a class with that thing. You're like, hey man, slide this note. Or you might be cool with one of her friends. Be like, hey man,
y'all just unlock some good memories, bro. I ain't gonna.
That's really being in the field. With
that
this
was
shit,
really
though.
being
That's
in the
really
field.
Being in the field though, like you know what I'm saying.
I get two of them things at one time. I didn't know what to do. I was like, hey bro, So I passed it to my nigga Dominique, and then this nigga, I don't know what bro put, but all I know it was Explorers Day at Drayton Hall, nigga. And that's a full day of nothing but recess.
Nothing but recess.
So it's like, boy, this shit was about to go.
Explorers Day, that was going crazy, dog. You took it back with that.
Oh, that shit was that shit was about to get bad. Like Shorty was about to get beat up because she was running around saying I said yes to her, and I was like, boy, I said, nah, Dominique got that one. I took the woot one, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I was like, man, this shit was a wild time at Explorers Day, bro. Them boy pulled me off the basketball court, like, them two about to fight behind you. I was like, what? Man, bro, Drayton Hall days were crazy, bro.
Hey man, gotta love it, but see, that's different. That's a different level of being in the field, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
so,
but I mean, honestly, like Mariah, like. She really
weirdo.
was. She was hurt, bro. Like, call a spade, bro. But she still posted like TikTok shit. She's on the shit. Pelicans need to let Zion Williamson go. He's cursed. You're never gonna win until you let him. Like, girl, hang it up.
Hang it up. You're packed up. He got a baby on the way. He not leaving his baby mama.
He's happy. He has a family. He started a family somewhere else.
That shit is crazy. Like, I won't understand what went through her mindset of. I mean, I get it. Number one draft pick. He's telling you all these things. Whoop. He's flying you out. Yeah, she's paying the fucking fee. But girl, you got to play your position, and you didn't play your position if that was what you really wanted. You know what I mean? If you're missing the money
the fuck up.
And all that other shit, you went for clout, and it backfired.
And you
knew what it was because you're not the only one.
Right. So You could have sat there and still got them checks, still did whatever the fuck. What the fuck?
Even if Zion told her
Right.
all the shit that she was saying about, oh, I'm the one, da 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 da. He's still an NBA player, number 1 overall draft pick. Right. Do you honestly believe
that's not
what's coming out his mouth?
That's not promise.
That's not promise. And he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
He gonna be out here experimenting, bro.
She's like 32, 33.
That's what I'm saying. Like that look weird on her part. Like, why you so?
You know why it is.
You expected commitment?
Because her clock is ticking.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That clock of my forever or my.
But see, we get shunned for talking about the clock. The clock exists.
It does.
The clock exists, bro.
It does.
It do. Like, let's be real, man.
It does. And
you've been doing porn for 10 years. You 32 now. You thought you had your teeth in a sucker. That's what you thought. Mm-hmm. That's just call a spade a spade.
Should have played your position, especially at her age.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the checks that the man was sending you.
There ain't been no light bread now.
$300K here, $100K here.
$300K?
75
Crazy.
wire here. Because he got it.
That's probably just Jordan brand money.
And you know, so crazy. You know, people always say, well, you don't know what you would have did with that money. I'm going to tell you like this, bro. As I continue to, hopefully I could get to a point where I get money like that one day. If I don't, I don't. But you really do, me personally, as you continue to make more money each year, bro, you look about what the fuck these niggas be spending money on. I seen a reel the other day, matter of fact, somebody talked about how they was in a hotel in Vegas. 2 Fiji waters ran them $35.
Mm-hmm. Sound about right.
That sounds about right, yeah.
And I said, just because you have it, it doesn't mean that I can never fathom paying that much for a Fiji water.
Yeah, because it's already in your room.
It's already in.
Because when you start there, I will pay for convenience. Yeah. That's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
What I will do is pay for convenience.
Vegas plays on that, though.
You see what I'm saying? I have no problem, and that's what I appreciate about the internet, too, the convenience aspect. I will pay for convenience when it comes to anything. If it can save me money in the long run. Yeah. Like, you know what? One thing that I do that a lot of people probably don't do, when I go get my car service and they give me recommendations, I get the recommendations done because I want to avoid probably anything further damage in the long run. That's just me. That's how I equate the convenience factor. When you talk about shit like that, $75K here, if you do it, that's your thing. Yeah. But that shit adds up over time. And granted, we in the era now where they're making way more money. They probably have way more financial opportunities. I mean, you got people, Jason Tatum making probably way more money outside of basketball. You get what I'm saying? But that could become a habit because on the other side, you got the players who come out and it's like, damn, bro, I should have been way better with my money.
Mm-hmm. We see it all the time. We see it all the time, man. And it's like, you know, it's a cautionary tale, man. But it's like, you know.
But the niggas who saying that shit and have that narrative are niggas who ain't never seen this type of money for a kid.
So that's why I get it. 18, 20.
Yeah. Like, that's what I can't when that shit first happened, I'm like, man, I can't really speak down on that man like that, bro.
Zion gaining fucking 50, 60 pounds. My nigga, he's an 18-year-old kid in New Orleans.
And what I will say, he's getting better.
He's getting better, and I feel like
with his discipline.
Even with that, I feel he's over scrutinized with that too. It's like I get it, you know what I'm saying?
But to me, his body never looked really out of whack.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he don't look like Sean Kemp on the Magic.
Nah, he don't.
He don't look like Sean Kemp like when he got traded to the Cavs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He was gaining weight then.
Yes, like Zion he still got it.
But see, the thing is, you're looking at a physique jumping out the fucking roof kid, a high school fucking kid that had 1 year at Duke that was still a fucking kid that came into the NBA.
Number one.
And understand he's a growing fucking kid. He's a man now. Mm-hmm. He's a fucking man now.
And he had to be like, yo, I'm growing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
nigga got a beard.
You gotta think Zion came to relevance when he was like viral relevance.
Freshman year.
So what, he's 15? That
14, 15,
about 14, 15. I mean, South Carolina knew about Zion since he was like 12.
Yeah.
Give or take 12, 13. But
he really took off like 17, 18. 2017, 18.
That's what I'm saying. He was like, yeah, that's about right, age-wise. That's from that point on, you got to think. We say life fast, right? I can't imagine how life has been quick, how fast life has been for Zion. From just 2017 to now. You gotta think we saying damn 2019 was 5 years ago. My nigga Zion probably like damn bro, like from 2017 to now, like I've done a lot and I've made a lot of money.
Yeah, and I mean then you gotta think like how many times he wasn't told no.
That's a fact too.
At what age? You see what I'm saying? Like
he gotta grow and he gotta grow.
You see what I'm saying? So now you gotta deal with life situations of, yeah, you got this crazy shorty over here. You're over here trying to create and build off of a life, but you're passive, you're tricking that. Yeah. You probably really wasn't about, bro. Like you're typically
it's
probably
new. It's just a lot of fucking money at one time.
He's still green to a lot of shit. You still green, bro.
The fun and having, but those kind of go out the window when you got to step up and the world is looking at you as a figure. You know what I mean? Like you
represent companies
100%, and that's the thing. Like I think Ja was unable to accept and was able to grow from. I mean, I'm looking at him now, hoping like the transition of him gets better. But we saw the carelessness back to back to back to back. Yeah. You see what I mean? That's a kid.
That's the lack of accountability.
You see what I'm saying? It was a lot of.
I expect better as he continues to get older. 25
That's what I'm
plus.
saying. But it was a lot of yes for him.
A lot of yes.
You see what I'm saying? Him growing up, he was a fucking great athlete. So those people coming to him, hey man, what you want? You want this? Sure.
You talking about Zion, really?
Zion and Ja. I mean, because they both are top athletes
and
coming out of South Carolina.
And you gotta think Ja. You gotta think with Ja. The only difference I give to Ja burst on the scene just off that one season at what's college he went to?
One of them.
It was
like a JUCO type.
Yeah, but that 1 year put him on the map. But people, like you say, so I kind of been knew about Ja. It just take one run and you Ja Morant now.
Yeah.
So
he unveiled himself. He dunking on niggas, high flying, all that. Yes, 100%. But you gotta understand. We got to look at the character of these guys and the people who are sitting here reflecting and talking down on these people who are saying, oh, he's too big, he's this, he's that. Like, yeah, y'all had a past, but there's a lot of jealousy in what these words are coming
You can hear it. You 100%.
And they mad because they had to do so much to make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 for 5 years. You see what I'm saying? These niggas getting this shit in a month. These niggas, what took them 5 years to get?
Nigga, the coach is getting like $4. Like I just saw Ime Udoka said he make $425 a month.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
niggas can't even touch that in a lifetime.
I think these niggas over time though they'll begin to understand, and I think when they get over that 25 threshold, it could be better. Here's my thing though. I'm not saying they got to settle down or nothing. Just move smarter.
For sure.
Man. That's all it is. Yeah.
Strap up, man.
It's just too many examples, and that's why I can't give people grace when there's so many fucking examples, my boy. Like it's so much shit out here for us to really like look at ourselves and be like, hey, this is the right way. This is the wrong way.
Let's make the right decision, man.
It's right here. It's literally right here.
You can literally see. This nigga did this, he got that result, and this nigga still flying under the radar.
Come on, bro.
And pick your pill, bro.
It's wild, man. But I give nothing but praises to Zion for handling that situation because he ain't never said shit yet.
He playing ball.
Letting her carry on the social media. Twitter done shut her down, so now she's on to the TikToks or whatever. But
should be all right.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
God bless.
So how did y'all feel about Umar's interview on Budden?
Umar was putting up triple doubles.
Another great one.
That was a good interview.
Another good one. And shout out to Ish, man. Like we get into I'm in this little community on Twitter where we talk about the pod and shit. And everybody anticipated it because of Ish. You see what I'm saying? Everybody wanted the Umar versus Ish thing. So like when part one came out, I was in there like kind of like keeping like a score count, but more so for comedic purposes. It wasn't really to get in on him. So, I didn't want Ish to make it seem like I got something against him, man. Other niggas felt like I might have had something against him. It wasn't nothing like that at all. I kept it surface level in terms of that. But the conversation was, as always, when it comes to him, it's great, man. People can have their own opinions about Umar, whatever the case may be. The school, that's the little bit of the shit. people want to talk about the white, because you know the running meme with Umar is always the white woman thing, the snow bunny thing, and I tweeted, I'm like, bro, his dialogue is way deeper and broader than the snow bunny shit.
It is.
You
discredit him when
he's even said it. He's like, you know, the memes and shit be funny, but people sometimes think I'm an entertainer and I'm not that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm really out here putting in the work.
Right.
And what I always take away from Umar in the discussion is the betterment of us. That's what I always take away from him, bro. Like, he always just wants better. He always talks about the systemic issues that we got going on, you know, how we need to get the trade programs back in schools and shit like that. You know, how, you know, why he's so against the interracial relationship in terms of the black man and the black woman and stuff like that. It's not so much, you know, stay away from the snow bunny, my brother, this, that, and the third. It's more so of it, like, you know, that's what he wants. He just wants, because there is a conversation to be had about that dynamic when you do that. That's a real conversation.
That's a fact. Especially, like, we speak about it all the time. Like, a lot of other cultures, they condemn you for going outside your culture. Why, when it comes to us, we got to be so, you know, inviting?
It betters them. It pushes them forward. Chinese do it, Arabs do it, everybody do it. We gotta have it like, oh no, we gotta love everybody. I'm not saying you can't love everybody, but it shouldn't be.
It's a difference. It
shouldn't be a pissing match about why we need to just fuck with us.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's pushback to that, and I'd be like, why?
And like I said,
nobody else get that type of pushback.
And the shit that I disagree with Umar on is small. It don't take away the overall.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because I know what his purpose is, what he's trying to do. Like, I'm not gonna, if I disagree with him on this, that's not, oh, fuck him. Like, no, bro. Like, I just disagree on that. The intention always matters to me the most. What's the overall? What's the end game? His end game is bigger than the smaller shit I might have disagreed with him on. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Like, it's not. But I think having the conversation on that platform, it was real good, bro. Like, it was damn near 5 hours. You know, salute to Joe for breaking it up in 2 parts, but it didn't feel like that though, because he covered so much. You see what I'm saying? He talked about a lot. It's
informative too.
It's always informative.
And that go back to what we said about long form content. It's don't even feel that long if you're getting something from it.
Yes.
But Katt, I got a lot from that outside of the comedic shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, I laughed a lot during the interview, but I also was like, okay, I'm learning from him too. Mm-hmm. I'm learning about him. I'm learning his points of views. I learned from Shannon. I learned, hey, you gotta let people rock out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that's one of the best.
It's all about a balance.
Like, yeah, it's a balance.
And even in your head as an interview, you know, even with us when we did it, like when I go back and I watch our sit down with Mr. Burgess, like, you know, that interview was an hour. 30 minutes it was spent talking about, you know, what he plans on doing, his upbringing, you know, the things that he saw as to why it would help change. Then we got into the personals, the laughs, the here and there. It's all about a balance. You get what I'm saying? So when you had those sit down, you had those comments. I already know when Umar coming to sit down, I'm gonna get some information for sure. And whether you agree or disagree, he's never gonna say something and not back it up with something that either makes sense or he got the facts to back it up on. Period. It's gonna be one of the two, and you could leave it agreeing or you could disagree. But he's not gonna just pull nothing out of his ass.
That'd be my thing. He's
very well spoken. He's not gonna just say no blanket statement.
He's not speaking from a point of ignorance. He's speaking from
hell no.
Like, you know, like, yo, this is.
You gotta come prepared when you want to debate this dude, man. You gotta come prepared. And like I said, she's very, very knowledgeable. Part 2, they had a lot more agreement on part 2. Part 1, they was kind of going back and forth because, you know, the race dynamic and stuff like that. But like, I even took that, for me, that was just more so on the funny as far as keeping the score type thing. You see what I'm saying? Like saying he got packed up. It's not to say it's just stupid. He's dumb. He doesn't know anything.
No. I don't even want to disrespect it's like that.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. He did get packed up though. He did get packed up. Like that's just what it was. Like, you know, the Israelites, man, y'all took an L. That's what it was. But that's not to say he's very knowledgeable. He's very smart. He's very well spoken. He's my favorite cast member on the pod. So I don't want it to make it seem like, you know, I fuck with Ish. You see what I'm saying? When he first got on, I was like, dog, he bring a different dynamic because he is that blue collar worker. You see what I'm saying? Like, he can bring that, you know, that real world perspective. But, you know, on that one, you know, he took it. And he's handed out L's. It happens. You see what I'm saying? But I walked away from that it all ended them having an understanding of each other's, and that's what it's about.
That's really what it comes down to, bro. Like all the other shit, we do content, so it's for content at the end of the day. But the main thing is seeing men have disagreements and then coming to an understanding
at the end of it.
At the end of everything. That's all that shit about, bro. Like
definitely,
it's not personal at all.
No, definitely not. Because everybody trying to do better, whether it be for themselves, their family, their kids, a large group of people and stuff like that. So I'm gonna always salute Umar when he comes on a platform, bro, and gives it up. Because I'm not gonna get no dumb shit. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna get that, none of that. And like even when they was talking about, we want to see Charleston versus Umar, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to see that because it's way too different worlds. And here's my thing with Charleston White. I don't fuck with Charleston White because of his delivery. A lot of people say, oh, they don't like my delivery, but you didn't. Your shit is way because
Charleston serves a different purpose, man. He
does, but even with that, me personally, I couldn't do a sit down with Charleston because I'm gonna have to edit. Number one, I'm gonna have to heavily edit the motherfucker, so it's gonna be a waste of time. You can deliver your message without the major disrespect. Man, fuck him and da. Bro, we don't have to give it up like that. Nah, if that's what he do. That's fine. But that's the reason why I can't really get down with, because I know if he's gonna sit down with Umar, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
and I feel like it clouds right. Not to say that Charleston, he always says, and outside of that, and this kind of goes into my next question I'm gonna have as regards to this whole internet social media thing. He always says my social media presence is just that. In the real world, I am going to go help change laws. I'm helping these mamas. I'm helping these kids, and that's fine. But if you got to that point now, why not switch it up? Why not? If that's how he give it up, cool. Him and Umar having to sit down with it doing no justice.
He spoke about that. I forgot what platform Charleston was on. This is like a recent interview. He was like, because I know that was Sean Cotton with Say Cheese. So he was like, do you see yourself like switching up like your delivery? And he was like, nah, I don't, because this is what works for me. Everybody got they sauce, they formula that work for them.
And his biggest thing also, y'all don't do nothing when the rappers. He always says that. Y'all don't do it when the rappers do it. Y'all don't do it. But my nigga, you're older. Charleston is 40-something years old. He's 45.
He's in mid-40s.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you know better. You don't have to give it up like that, my nigga. That's just my opinion, because what happens when something comes from that? You are always responsible for what comes out your mouth.
But
when you get on any type of platform,
he's spoken all that,
and he stands on his shit. Cool. But me personally, I just can't rock with him just off the strength of that. That's just me. I can't.
It's still ignorant to a sense. It's still ignorant
because my whole thing is, regardless, there is a certain level of influence on it. I do feel like, as parents, you do have responsibility to your kids in terms of this internet, social media. I remember there was this one state that was passing the law that kids can't use social media until 17 or 18 years old, which I wouldn't be against. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you got to cover in terms of that. I do feel like that should be on the parent at the end of the day, but I wouldn't be against a state having those regulations because of the shit that we see. Like, I remember I asked one time in the chat, I'll ask now, like, how do y'all just feel about, niggas just using the internet to just play on people in terms of, and I'm talking about the harmful side of it. I'm not talking about like putting shit on other people. Like just the lying aspect. Because regardless if we like it or not, that's the thing. When the internet was created, the internet was for people an escape from the real world. Now people are using the real world to escape from the internet because the internet has become so much part of the real world. That's just what it is now. Your social media, we talked about it, your digital footprint is forever. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about people who just use the internet, like Charleston, when he says like, bro, I don't give a fuck about that. My social media presence that's what that is. In real world, this is what I'm doing. How you feel about people who may just use that to play on people?
It's only so long you can do that though, because you're known for that. You know what I'm saying?
We got to debunk the Twitter shit. My bad, Mo. I got to say this real quick. We got to debunk the Twitter is not a real place. Social media is not real. It's 100% real.
I seen niggas get fired off of being on Twitter.
Okay, when they want to cancel somebody, what they do?
They try to find niggas jobs. They try to find niggas.
But what platform they do it on?
Twitter.
Oh, okay.
They finding niggas jobs. They finding niggas, you know, whatever. If you're an entrepreneur, they trying to sabotage your business. You know, I've seen people get CPS called on them, Child Protective Service called on them on the internet. It's like the shit real.
You get locked up on your activity on the internet.
Yeah, the internet's a
police is watching you
y'all
on
can
the
say
internet.
The internet fake until it's not fake no more. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So you know, that's my answer to that. Yeah, the shit fake till it's not.
Do you think you're able to separate your online from your personal?
I feel like it depends on what you're doing.
I agree with that too.
So like a Charleston White, it's gonna be hard for niggas to separate the shit that he's saying online because he do speak, you know, gems sometimes, whatever you want to take from it, but for the most part, like you say, like he is disrespectful to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So it's like
words have meanings.
Words have meanings. So like it's, you know, a lot of people gonna see him and be like, oh, he was on the internet talking shit about me. Nah, like what exactly was he saying? He was saying some disrespectful shit. So a lot of people want to see about that. That's not just some internet shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's different from, you know, this young lady right here who do hair. All she do on her social media is promote her hairstylist skills and shit like that. That's all she do. That's different. So you see her in person with her family. Hey, see what her family right now.
Or you might have somebody who just uses the internet to post funny shit.
Yeah, and you can see him with his family. Oh yeah, he's just with his family right now. He's not on the internet type time. That's different. You see Charleston White in person, you want to ask him like, why did you say that about me? You know what I'm saying? That's different. So
yeah, that kind of goes back to the conversation we was having on pod about the authentic rapper versus the persona rapper and being different. That's why I asked that question. Like, can somebody just have an internet persona and then they just got a real they real world persona? Because you do have some people who just want to play on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, but it's you playing to the people that you playing with not playing with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I go back to the rapper shit. Like, you niggas, like I said, that's why I brought up like the drill shit. Like, y'all rapping about certain shit. You're rapping about certain people. You might run into these people and it's not rap no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
What about if it's just the harmful aspect? Rapping about getting money, but you ain't getting money.
I mean, that's cool too, but it's like, you know, we also know people want to take things from people. People might see you, hey, this nigga's rapping about putting $100,000 in the wall. I want to see what he got on him right now. Mm-hmm. People just don't want to have a genuine interaction with you. Mm-hmm. That's not an everyday thing. You might see people, hey, like I see you doing your thing, like, you know, everybody not like that. That's a thing. That's to me, I feel like that's like a luck of the draw type shit. Like that could be anybody walking up on you.
So
like,
where do we draw the line at? Because we all have done it. We all just look at people on social media and Twitter and we just scroll and like we don't know them. But we have had those instances where we look at a tweet, we may look at an Instagram post, be like, oh, this motherfucker is a weirdo.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's a clown.
Yeah.
But we don't know them. So do we really essentially know these people when they put out certain tweets? When they put up certain posts, like where's the line in between that? Because whether we want to admit it or not, we are making assessments off of people based off of what they post.
Right.
But in the same breath, we say, oh, we don't know them. We don't take nobody that says motherfuckers be lying. Well, are they lying? Well, you just said that they be lying. So which one is it? Where's the line within that?
Yeah.
That's a question I think we honestly have to ask yourself when you scrolling through Instagram and Twitter and you see people make certain tweets. I've come to the conclusion that me personally, certain tweets I know for a fucking fact
you're not giving no burn.
This shit is bait. It could be the most egregious thing in terms of what they say. I see somebody said the other day about just even on a funny level, Steve Harvey, Bernie. I never really watched such and such show like that. Steve Harvey shows won't funny. That's bait for interaction.
Yeah.
It could be somebody be like, oh, so y'all washing y'all drawers every day? Something like that.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
The shit with the Katt Williams shit where it was like, yeah, when he was talking about sad, and it was like, yeah, about time niggas keep it real about sad. Johnson Family Vacation wasn't funny. Now we just lying now. You know what I'm saying?
But how do we really assess when you really go and you see certain shit? Because you do even the quote unquote dark humor that can be somebody playing.
Yeah. And I'll be
but
real.
you would judge that person if you see them out in the street walking and be like, oh, you that weird nigga,
yeah, you that weird
who put
nigga
that tweet out there.
Yeah.
But what if this nigga said, yo, I put that shit out there just to ruffle a TL? Because you do have niggas who put certain shit out there to ruffle the fucking troll. They troll, exactly.
No, man, that's a good question. I think that's more of a discernment thing that you got to. That's a new level of discernment, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, not for nothing, I like a good dark humor joke. You know what I'm saying? I do. But some people's levels of dark humor is different. So if you tripping off a certain public figure that might have died, I might not fuck with you based off you making that dark humor joke because I felt like that might have been unnecessary. But in actuality, I like dark humor just to a certain degree. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you say, people, it is a level of picking and choosing or discernment or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But
I think that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's
gonna be
just what. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Because I think being honest about it is the first step.
That's the first step because, like Katt said, me personally, I can never laugh at uncle touch you joke, a rape joke, or none of that. I never found none of that shit funny, and I be like, bro, like even so, like when people used to be like, yo, y'all got uncles and shit that be touching y'all, I take offense to that because I got 2 uncles in my life that raised me and multiple like people in my family. Also, and I'm one.
And you know for a fact that you would never, you would never trick off that role. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you take offense to that because you've had those positive impacts in your life, and it's like, bro, like not for nothing. If that really happened to you, I apologize for you that happening to you, but you need to do the proper steps of getting help in terms of instead of making blanket statements about everybody else's uncle. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what it comes down to for me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, man. People just got to be better about shit like that, man. But like you say, like the first step to, addressing shit like that is knowing that it is a level of picking and choosing to it.
Yeah, because whether we like it or not, bro, like, men and women, we do it with each other when we going through somebody's tweets or we going through their Instagram. You have a perception of somebody based off their Instagram, off their Twitter. I'll read
through somebody's tweets, so I'm like, why are you talking about this? Like, we do it.
You follow people based off of what the fuck they tweet. I don't want to see all that.
I'll mute you,
whatever the case may be. But that's also the positive of it. It's like, okay, if somebody's saying they playing on the internet, they playing on the internet. If they making certain tweets, it's not really fuck niggas. I just tweet that shit.
Right.
It's not really fuck these hoes. I just tweet that shit.
The women say it all the time.
You could get judged off of that shit though.
But they do it though. They do lean into it for the most part. They'll be like, I'll talk shit about men all day, but I'm at night I'm under my man making these tweets.
And I feel like it's a lose-lose because people will say, oh, everybody don't post their shit on Instagram. It's not my job to tell y'all everything that's going on in my life. You see what I'm saying? I didn't tweet the Twitter about my sister passing. You know why? Because I know how niggas get when they get out of, not saying that I ever had that instance, but I know how niggas will use that shit against you. And for the most part, people don't really care that much on Twitter about what the fuck you got going on. You see what I'm saying? But I purposely chose not to tell Twitter about what happened with my sister. You see what I'm saying? I made a post on Instagram, but it's like, there is a balance in the scale in terms of, because everybody be like, oh, everybody just posting their best parts of their life on Instagram, da da da. Well, is it really their responsibility to tell everything at the same time too?
Everything not your business.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think we just been so we talk about it all the time. When Instagram first came out, it was just posting.
It was a level of petty at Instagram too, though, because it had that one tab that would tell everybody what you was liking and.
But you know what's so crazy though? When that was out, I didn't have a problem with that. I never looked at it as a problem.
People have
a problem with the activity tab. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You can see who commented on something and shit like that, but I didn't really never had a problem with it.
And the algorithm was crazy because it would only tell you like people that you was heavily interacting, like. But
see, now the algorithm plays so many games because they'll say, "Oh, you got to post that." You know what I've learned is my opinion. I could be wrong. I think your post reaches the most of your followers based off of how many people like it and interact on it.
100%. That's a fact.
It's not based off of a time No, if
it's engagement.
It's engagement. So if 20 people like it within this amount of time, okay, we'll push it out to the rest of the time. If only 5 like it within this certain amount of time, they get it. And that have made people, the experience-wise on Instagram, I'm speaking more so to Instagram, of, well, maybe I shouldn't post this, or maybe I should post that, or maybe I shouldn't post it, or I gotta post this. We seen it like in TV shows, Funny Wise, movies, shit like that. Oh yeah, why you posted at this time? Post it at this time. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a game now. So it takes away from the level of calmness, I'll say, in terms of posting.
No, definitely. I mean, but it's also like if you get comments on, say like it's your birthday post, you should go back and like respond back to all those posts, because the more it posts, like the more comments in your shit, it pushes the engagement up.
Right.
So you're gonna put your shit on the Explore page because you have a lot of engagement.
It's the engagement, bro. Yeah. That's all it is. But just in terms of the personality aspect, yeah, you're gonna get judged based off of your social media presence, bro. Yeah. That's just what it is.
For sure. I mean, it's time after time after time that shows you that shit. But also, it's up to you to what you want to post and what you want the world to know. But also, once you put this information it's out there.
Yeah, you gotta stand on that.
Yeah, it's out there.
That's a fact.
I mean, that's just that simple.
You don't
and you reserve the right to pick and choose what you post.
Yeah, that's what But once you post it, it's out there. You can't just, hey, I know I posted this, but let me take this back. Nah.
Yeah. Like everybody don't got to put out what I've never posted where I work at. That's just how I give it up. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how certain things I've chose to post on Instagram, and I've always been like that. For the most part, my Instagram person has been posting fly fits and sneakers, music, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now with the podcast thing.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like you have a choice to say, like, hey, this is all I'm dedicated to as far as internet goes. If you know me in real life, then that's different.
That's what it is.
But like as far as this all I'm here for. I'm not here for all that other shit. You have the right to do that. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to say, hey, this is what I lean into as far as what I choose to put on the internet. And that's cool.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, I feel like that's something that can be asked, and just ask yourself, because if we saying we don't know these people, but at the same time too, social media is your digital footprint. You gotta find that sweet spot, man, within that. You got to, because even if you go meet that person, it's like, damn, bro, like, okay, like this, you really are like this,
right,
on the internet. You say, oh shit, you the complete opposite of what you post on the internet. It's a fine line, bro. I feel like it's honestly a fine line, but like you said, it's a level of discernment at the same time too. It's a level of discernment. So, a lot of shit happened on the break too, as far as basketball, football. We saw the installment of the in-season tournament, which I will say I'll give Adam Silver his credit for. He knocked it out the park with that one. I'm a fan of the in-season tournament. It was a great turnout.
It served its purpose.
It definitely served its purpose. It gave more credit and value to the regular season, because that was its intent, to give more, make the regular season more important. So I'm definitely a fan of it. And I'm a fan of it at the time that it's done, early in the season. I like that. Around that December time frame, I like that. And I'm looking forward to it being a permanent installment. I'm definitely a fan of that. Playoffs start next week for football. I don't know if y'all was still paying attention. Our fantasy league, this is the final championship Sunday.
No, that was it. That last week was.
No, I think today. No, today. I think today is the final. I think it runs throughout the whole regular season.
Oh, okay.
I came from the depths, man.
Yeah, you did, man.
You didn't come from the depths, bro. I won regular season. Let's keep it real. I won regular season.
You did win the regular season.
You won regular season.
And then the unbelievable week against Mike, dog. I had nothing but injuries, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. Let's keep that shit up.
Did you have an injury that week 15?
Nigga,
let's go look at that shit.
I looked down. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
We had a close week.
CJ Stroud didn't play.
He didn't. That's when he was hurt. He was hurt that week.
With that concussion or whatever.
But didn't you put in the sub? You didn't put in the sub that week?
I don't think I did.
Let me go look at the bracket.
Can't remember, but yeah,
shout out to CJ Stroud too.
Yeah, you had Brock Purdy in. He just sold you with the 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
He sold you. I won 270 to 213.
Brock was he was in the bakery making turnovers.
It was a late choice of like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was the 4 seed. I was 6-8. You was 11-3.
Yeah, I won regular season.
Yeah. I'm about to come out with that chip though.
Cinderella
Cinderella story.
Nah, I said, this nigga Mike popped out like with his team. Look at my team, posted his team. I said, this nigga don't know. The names don't mean nothing.
The names definitely don't mean shit.
Damn thing.
I thought I was gonna miss. I thought I was gonna be at the bottom. I thought I was gonna miss the top of the bracket playoffs. But
in fantasy, at least to me, in fantasy, names don't mean nothing. But I feel like a big dog quarterback can do a lot for you though.
Facts.
The quarterback would mean a lot most to me.
Oh, and the running backs.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, look. I've literally have had 4 to 5 different quarterbacks this whole season.
Right.
I mean, starting with Anthony Richardson, he went out.
Yeah, you had to switch
what
them
I'm
out.
saying?
I've been
Like-
pretty much consistent with Mahomes and Tua.
Yeah.
But this last week I had to switch it up because Patrick not playing today, so I had to go get Jordan Love. And but yeah, I mean football season. What y'all think about the season, man? Your team. You already know what I feel about my team.
My team ass, man.
And my owner gotta go. You throwing drinks on people like
Tepper is a very you can tell
he's the worst owner in the league.
Yeah, very entitled person, like a very shitty person.
Hey, that fan did good because that shit was open. I was long jumping through that shit and beating his ass.
Yeah, and I was still suing because you're on camera. You on camera violating.
I'll take that little whatever charge.
No, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, I'm getting both. That's double. But we 2-13, my nigga. Like it's packed up. All I can do is look forward to winning that next head coach. The only coach that I really want, bro, is Harbaugh.
So you see y'all moving on from Buddy? Coach?
The one we got now, Tabor? Yeah, that's just interim shit. We don't ever keep the interim long term.
So you saying y'all need to go get Harbaugh?
That's what I would prefer, or Johnson from Detroit. But he has to completely. I just read a report that he's getting with a firm to. He needs to take the Jed York route from the 49ers. So that span after Harbaugh left and he was firing coaches back to back years and nothing was sticking. He finally hired John Lynch, stepped back, said, "Hey, bro, you got this." That's what David Tepper needs to do. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. This firing coaches shit every year does not work.
I feel like with Bruh, it's like more of like a power trip type thing.
It is a power trip.
He's not doing nothing that's benefiting the team right now. It's more so his ego.
Yeah, it is.
He want to be the one calling the shots, but it don't work like that running the team, bro. It don't. But yeah, man.
About that. What about y'all?
Man, we ass, bro. My team ass, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was tweeting last night.
You want to move on from Bill?
I wouldn't say I necessarily want to, but I would understand if we did and had to. I mean, everything, the window for Bill in New England at least is closed. It's closed, bro. Like, we're just being honest, bro. Like, it's closed. Like,
I think y'all a quarterback away with getting him a receiver as well. Clean up the wide receiver core. Y'all really need to establish a dominant wide receiver core. Like, y'all have never been known to have a dominant wide receiver core. Address that and address the quarterback position. Your defense will always be fine.
I feel like Bill's not the guy to do that, though. I feel like Bill feels like he can build off of potential. And sometimes with certain positions, you need a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Bill has built his resume off building off potential. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can lead these guys to this level. And it don't work like that sometimes. Sometimes you need overt talent.
Well, from y'all picking number 3, the Bears have our number 1 pick.
Right.
And Washington is currently number 2. So Washington looks like they're getting a quarterback. The Bears may stay. They may trade up. They're saying maybe y'all are Washington to trade. What are you willing to trade up? Do you want Caleb Williams or Drake May?
I'd take Drake May if it meant us upgrading other things around him to make him better.
Yeah.
I'm
a believer in Caleb and Drake May.
I feel like if we go get Caleb, we're going to give up a lot in order to get him. I feel like Drake may come at a better discount.
Boy, the Bears have been beautiful the last back-to-back drafts. They had the number 1 pick, was able to get our picks. Then you get the number 1 pick again because we suck. Now somebody else could trade up again?
That's crazy.
Back-to-back years?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. It's crazy how they finesse that like that. But I mean, hey man, that's the rules. We got to abide by the rules.
Yeah, I'm mad
But
at it.
you know,
y'all future definitely has a quarterback on the table though.
it do. My thing is this though: if we go get another quarterback, are we still committed to Bill Belichick as the coach?
Because I'm looking at the mock. They're saying the Bears would take Caleb Williams 1, Drake May 2 to Washington, and then y'all will get Jaden Daniels from LSU. But I don't think the Bears take a quarterback. I don't think the Bears I think that Justin Fields, they're gonna give Justin Fields another. He's just not stamped. Jordan Love is stamped.
Why?
He's the franchise quarterback. Justin Fields is still questionable.
Why is Justin Fields questionable though?
I don't like his decision making.
But okay, and let's hear me out, bro. All in all, his decision making is questionable. His
playmaking ability is elite.
His playmaking is elite,
and DJ Moore loves him.
DJ Moore loves him, and he has a 1,000-yard season with this man. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this:
his best season, actually.
Give the man a chance. Give him the pieces to make Justin Fields a even better playmaker. Mm-hmm. Don't move on from the man. Mm-hmm. For what? If you move on from Justin Fields, you don't deserve a good quarterback. That's my opinion, bro.
I can understand that. I could definitely understand that.
Because you've already let Justin and DJ build somewhat chemistry. Mm-hmm. You go why move on from him? For what? And I feel like the media has done Justin Fields in Chicago. They've done him a major disservice. They played a lot into the whole like narrative that the Bears would be better moving on from him. When I'm just a guy that's watching football, I can tell, hey, they just need to clean up their line. They need another mid-tier.
Their defense is definitely better too.
Their defense better.
But Mo, that's kind of like they kind of in the same boat with us.
Yeah,
we have our quarterback established. Our offense is shitty. Our defense is ranked top 5. Our defense has been consistently good for the past 2-3 years. You
can't blame the quarterback in the defense in certain cases, bro. Look at what's around the quarterback and build that. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I feel
now us, we need another quarterback. We do. Bailey Zappi is not it. Mac Jones not it.
Mac is not it.
He's not it.
He's not it.
He was seeing ghosts this year, the whole year.
Definitely. So we'll definitely see. Drew, what about y'all? Honestly, bro, I think y'all did better than expected, especially with your franchise rookie quarterback going out.
Bullshit. These niggas.
I mean, Gardner Minshew was a quarterback.
Bruh, these niggas really, bruh. Like, it ain't. It was a good season for what took place. A lot of injuries. You're talking Jonathan Taylor. The first 5 games didn't have him.
Yeah.
I just go back to last night. Up till let me just go to fourth quarter up to the 2-minute warning. We're running the ball nonstop. Okay, cool. 188 yards. Great day for Jonathan Taylor. Now, you're going into the 2-minute warning, which is technically you got 4 timeouts with this 2-minute warning. Mm-hmm. Why not call the timeout knowing that you have the 2-minute warning to essentially fill that void of having 3 timeouts. Now you still have your 3 timeouts. Mm-hmm. Didn't do that. So they hurried up to act like they was about to rush to them get a snap off before the 2-minute warning and didn't do that. Only to run the ball 3 more times. But they're also just lackadaisical on the fucking field, not rushing like we're up. We're losing, my nigga. So why are we not in a hurry up? Fine. So boom. 4th and 1. They pulled Jonathan Taylor out and put in like a 4th-string running back. Mm-hmm. The nigga has 188 yards on the day. Gardner Minshew's at like 147 yards passing on the day. So it only really makes sense to run the fucking ball with JT.
Yeah. I watched that game. It was just a lot that didn't make sense to me.
It makes sense. Like, there was no hurry up in that last drive. Like,
no sense of urgency.
I was about to say that. No sense of urgency.
So what are we doing?
The season's on the line, guys.
100%. So where is that energy? Why are you trying to run the timeout when ultimately we're losing?
The time was an asset.
100%.
Yeah. And I tell you what, though, y'all division was tough this year. Everybody was above 500 except for the Titans.
The Titans, but they just, they're having a quarterback spell because they brought in the past 3 years they brought in a new quarterback every year.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you talking about
trying to spell Ryan Tannehill.
yeah, I mean Tannehill. Who the fuck wants to come play for an organization when you're going to play in my fucking face, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't blame him for not having the season that they had.
Malik Willis, then you get old boy Will Levis.
Yeah, the nigga drinking mayonnaise and coffee, bro. Like
I will say though, he did surprise me in some games this year. I won't front. He still has a lot of work to do.
He has a lot of work to do, and that's why we passed up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm happy we do. I mean, the good thing about it all is Anthony Richardson will be back.
Yeah.
My thing is this: what changes with Anthony Richardson coming back?
How are y'all going to help him?
100%. Because
that'd be my thing with these young quarterbacks, bro. It's easy to throw them out in the fire, and I agree with that. They have to have a learning curve.
Oh, I was wrong about our situation.
They have to have a learning curve. They got to learn. But my thing is, how are you helping them learn? What are you putting around them? That'd be my thing.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, like you look at our receiver core, it ain't the best of the NFL to take us this far. To be a play in a game away to be in the playoffs. To look at the capital that we have saved on not going to go get high end wide receivers or tight ends and stuff like that. But guess what? This time is time. It's just that fucking time, y'all. We've drafted enough in homebred boys, like Chris Ballard likes to say. We've done enough of this shit. It's enough of building through the fucking draft. We've built enough only to get us in the same fucking predicament.
Right.
So let's go get like a Mike Evans. Let's go get some to build some key pieces.
A vet, yeah.
And then get some young guys in there. Yeah.
Mix it up.
Like spend the time.
That's what the Lions did, basically. That's what the Lions did.
You see what I'm saying? And it pays off. Mm-hmm. It fucking pays off. But I do like Steichen as our head coach. I think Chris Ballard is that time to walk.
He's a GM.
Yeah, it's just that time. His mottos of like building this homebred shit. It sounded good, but my boy, we ain't doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? We done that. Darius Leonard walked to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like we've done some off the wall shit.
Ooh. I wanted to ask y'all about that too. Like with the playoffs approaching, like who do y'all think is the one, and who y'all think gets the final spot today?
It's gonna be interesting. That's a good question. I feel like the next couple of weeks are gonna be very interesting. Like I don't know who's the one.
So today, the teams that can make the playoffs are Denver, Vegas, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Houston. No, let me go back because they got eliminated. All right, my bad, y'all. So Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Buffalo. And for the NFC, it's Minnesota, New Orleans, Seattle, Green Bay, and Tampa Bay.
I'm about to say. Mm-hmm. So those are all the teams that niggas should be betting on today because they have something to play for. Then you got.
I think I might be in the minority here, but I think Tampa Bay surprised somebody today. They play today, right?
Yeah, they play Carolina.
I think they might get in.
I feel like Mike Evans gonna have a good day. I feel like
Baker playing for incentives and shit right now too.
And that's the thing. A lot of people
for a division title.
So a lot of people have a lot of shit to play for. Shout out to Clowney. Clowney got his.
Clowney got his 750.
Yeah, so big up to him.
That guy to feel good off of one sack. You get almost $1 million, boy.
I'm telling you, man. And to be counted out, man, and written off like you was a done individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, big ups, hats off to him, man.
Shout out to the Davius Clowney, man. Yeah, he switched his number too. That shit look weird as hell.
Yeah, number 24.
26.
That's a 6 or a 4?
That's a
24.
Oh, 24. It looked like a 6. I was like, bro, that's it. He must have been twisted up. His jersey must have been twisted up.
I thought it was because I remember something like dedication to Kobe.
Yeah, it's 24.
You on that line with 24? That look crazy, bro. Like, I'm sorry, dog.
But they get the freedom of the numbers.
They get the freedom of the numbers. I mean,
for Kobe.
Yeah, I got the Bills and 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Bills, 49ers. The Bills is just so questionable.
Bills kind of suspect to me, man.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know who's going to show up.
You don't know, man.
They've been on a 4-game win streak.
They have.
And they should have won the Eagles game with that bum ass defense that's somewhat been playing better. I don't believe in the defense that much.
Eagles? You say Eagles defense?
No, the Bills. They should have won the Eagles game because remember they started their streak with the Chiefs. So. And then the Chiefs, I just don't see it. Ravens and Bills will probably be the one. And then the NFC, I think the 49ers just head above better than everybody in the NFC.
I don't think the Chiefs I don't think they last this postseason.
If I had to pick a dark horse, it'd probably be the Browns, though.
And I don't think that counts against Patrick Mahomes. And Eric, you have a down year sometimes, bro.
Yeah. Patrick is
like,
still Patrick.
You got to think from our first 3 rings to the last 3 rings was 10 years in between that. A lot of people think we just was dominating the league. Like, nah, we had to wait too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to think the Chiefs been on a run. 18 AFC Championship, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 5 straight AFC Championship games.
You gonna plateau sometimes.
Yeah. I like the Browns being a sleeper, for sure. Definitely like Baltimore. I really want to see Lamar win this MVP, and I definitely want him to get the respect that he's deserved. Because this Brock Purdy shit needs to fucking end.
I never had Brock Purdy as my MVP, and I'd be confused when
I'm confused as fuck about that shit.
If anything,
I feel like he's been worthy of it. The talks.
Do you think he's like a surefire finalist though?
Yeah. So
you put him? Would you put his resume
outside that Baltimore game because he threw 4 picks?
Would you put his like overall like? I think his
because
numbers,
Lamar wasn't all that.
He wasn't,
but up until it's all about how you end though.
Yeah,
so he kind of got the edge over him late.
All right, so
because Purdy had the 4 interception game against Lamar too.
Yeah,
because but that's the thing when your defense is playing that good, now you are a game manager.
See, my MVP candidates was because this was a down year for quarterbacks. Period. It was Myles Garrett, CMC. Then late it was CMC, Purdy, and now Lamar.
You never had Dak in your conversations.
Them few weeks, it was cute, man. It was cute. I'm being real. It was cute. It was because it's like for sure MVP. Brock Purdy,
he had a case.
MVP is based off the numbers. You can say whatever you want about Brock Purdy. I don't believe Sam Darnold is doing what he's doing. I don't believe that.
I do.
And here's my thing. This is his first season
fully running it.
The reason why I don't believe that, because he couldn't even do that with us. And their weapons on the offensive side was, dog, we had DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. We had Christian McCaffrey.
He wasn't seeing it.
That does not compare to what Ford. Debo Samuels is a whole different individual himself. Ayuk, different nigga. Kettle.
I agree.
He's a different nigga.
But I don't feel like,
dog,
I don't think you're putting, I give him credit where credit's due because we didn't see Brock Purdy until week 17 last year.
But this is the thing, Mike.
And going into, he has a full first year as a starter. That means something.
Those niggas that I just named, you can throw the ball to them within 10 yards, and they can turn that shit into 20, 30 yards easily off of broken tackles. So that's why I would say, like, it ain't really so much of Brock Purdy because his shit ain't like he's throwing fucking 60
I'm not saying he's an elite. I'm not saying he's an elite quarterback, but he's
a good game manager.
He's a good game manager.
He
but
definitely does.
The MVP is based off of the numbers.
But Dak numbers are very respectable.
They really are.
Oh, he tailed off. That's what I'm saying. He tailed off.
But the numbers still, it ain't dropped. Like, it ain't dropped. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, how about this? If the MVP came down between CMC or Lamar, I wouldn't be mad at it. I understood Purdy being in conversation. I understood for the time where Dak was in it. I understood it. They was playing great ball. But the MVP conversation, this is going to be the year where it's a toss up for real because it's not a for sure. It's not a for sure guy.
I agree with that. It is.
Yeah.
When you think about offensive player of the year, who you think get that?
Christian.
You got him over CD.
Yeah.
CD been dumb in this year.
He had a great year, but CMC or Tyreek.
Yeah, Tyreek too. That's I got to give it to CMC. I got to give it to CMC.
And just even with the NFC side when it comes to the Super Bowl thing, like I'm just not believing in Dallas.
Right.
It's the 49ers and the Eagles. The Eagles have tailed off a historic. Yeah. Their defense is so fucking bad.
And
but
Jalen
here's the thing, though.
Like they still learning.
The defense been bad since that Bills game. That was Josh Allen's probably best game this year.
Yeah.
That defense been bad. Like it's been historically bad over the last couple weeks. For the Cardinals to beat them is terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible.
So I don't believe in the Eagles no more. I can see them losing a home
playoff game.
No, they gonna have to go on the road today if Dallas win.
Oh yeah.
They fucked it up last week losing to the Cardinals. They had a game lead.
They shouldn't have bad. Yeah, they shouldn't have bad.
So now they might have to go on the road against Tampa Bay. They could beat them.
Tampa can very well beat them niggas, bro. And they are motivated to beat them boys.
They're motivated. And I hate Baker Mayfield.
Jalen playing today?
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah,
They fighting for the division.
Yeah, they do.
And you know Dallas gonna play their heart out, but they playing the Commanders. So they gonna put foot to ass. But it's like they shit the bed last week. They fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So the NFC, I think, is just really either the 49ers and then probably Dallas. A dark horse, maybe Green Bay. Because Jordan Love is going into next season the top 10 quarterback. He blew me out the water this year, bro.
Yeah, I got to give J Love his props.
Like, he's the franchise quarterback. And the Packers are some lucky son of a bitches.
He grew this year.
You realize these niggas done had 3 straight franchise quarterbacks with no hiccups?
It don't happen like that.
They done had Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. Now you got fucking Joe. But you know what they do? They sit these motherfuckers down. And I can't be mad at it. It works. But Jordan Love showed his ass this year, bro.
They sit them down till they absolutely have to go on the field.
Yeah, man. 3 straight franchise quarterbacks since 91.
That don't happen for people.
We done been at least through us? Shit. Well, we done played at least 30.
What you think about CJ Stroud rookie campaign?
Man, amazing. I love y'all know I love CJ and I love Bryce. I'm not switching up on Bryce at all. Bryce is my franchise quarterback. He's definitely shown over the last couple games and some earlier. He's got all the mistakes. I feel like he'll continue to make more. But the shit that he go look at the tape because he's a film guy. But CJ, salute to CJ. I expected this.
Yeah, CJ, real deal.
Yeah, I mean, I even feel like if there was a flip flop for y'all picks, and you got CJ, I feel like y'all would still be in that predicament because of your offensive line. Like,
I was so wrong about our O-line. Like I was so wrong.
It ain't the height that got nothing to do with it. I mean, he's comfortable in the pocket. Yeah. The pocket just continues to close on the nigga.
Bryce can make any throw.
Yeah. But not when he's fucking literally a closed door. Yeah. In the closed door every fucking play.
And I feel like that's one thing we'll get to a status of a Browns O-line.
Yeah.
That's how much they value Bryce.
Yeah.
I think we'll get to a Browns type of O-line eventually. Like, without a doubt, this is an elite O-line, and I'm okay with just a good O-line. Our shit is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And the receivers, that will definitely get addressed because I was wrong about that too. Miles Sanders, gotta go.
Already.
This Chubb, he has the worst contract for running backs right now, and they don't even get paid shit. He's not even worth $6 million a year. Terrible. Chubb Hubbard is better than him.
Yeah. But that's the thing.
First game out the season, fumbling. And it's been downhill ever since.
Yeah.
But the coaching, I don't give a fuck about nothing if we can't keep a coach for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Period.
You can't build camaraderie.
A full 3 years. A full 3.
Yeah, not no bringing middle of the season type shit.
No. Keep these coaches, man. That matters. And set the fuck back and cut the checks. That's what you do, David Tepper. Just cut the checks. So you go consult with a firm, let them handle that. Stop this firing coaches shit, bruh. Because it's not going to do us no good. We have a franchise quarterback. Our defense is good. Let's cut the shit, man. So that's pretty much all I got, man. Y'all got anything else, man, before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, my team sucks ass. We already on the couch. I tweet my dog Ralph last night. I was like, man, come on the couch, man. We got drinks and snacks and shit over here, man. We good, man. Like, you know, I know my dog Drew was going through it too. Ralph a Colts fan, so I knew he was going through it, man. That was nasty work, man. Watching that game, I watched that whole game, man. I watched that and I watched
the rain fucking game. Oh my god, Pickens, what the fuck, bro?
Oh yeah.
0 catches, 3 yards rushing for a jet sweep. The end. That was the day. That was his day. 1 target. Oh Jesus! But yeah, man, let's have a good year, man. That's my only takes, man. Big up everyone. Much love, everyone, man. Appreciate y'all sticking in and supporting. We're just the messengers, even through the thick and thin, the life situations that come at us, man. We are humans at the end of the day, and we need a peace of mind too. So thank y'all for maintaining and fucking with us continuously. Make sure y'all run this shit up, man. Subscribe, like, comment. And we're going to have a great 2024, man, giving y'all good content. And look forward to what we have to offer you guys. Because February and moving forward, man, we got some good things coming. So
yeah, definitely.
That's a fact, man. So, just piggybacking on what Drew said, man. Toast to y'all in the new 2024 new year, man. Much success, much health. much happiness, man. So if you hear anything on the show that gets you in your feelings, man, you feel some type of way, always remember.
We're just some messengers.
And we out.